give a fuck.
All right.
I mean, just being real.
View on watch page. Let's do this. We finna
Let me
go
let me
live in a
beat.
minute. What beat am I
Oh
doing?
damn! So we
Trump's breaking ass. Wait,
Dun, dun.
see, beat
I
I
don't know
just
what
made.
the fuck you talking about. What the hell is you saying?
Does he have rhythm?
I forgot the name of that beat, but I
Yeah.
know what you're saying. I've
Close the
heard
door,
that.
let it seal. I don't want to hear
So this nigga in the chat, but he ain't on her. What the fuck is he at?
who who's oh,
Six
but
Mile.
6 Mile he at work with his non-working
Oh,
ass. Let this motherfucker fill up. Welcome, everybody, to episode 13, Inauguration Day edition, Trump edition, Coon edition,
Coon edition.
Coon edition, let's say, racist edition, depending on how you feeling, oppressed edition, depending on how you feeling.
Niggas is tight right now.
You know what I mean? So, I mean,
Oh
I
no, you
live.
ain't seen tight. Wait till
Niggas is
tomorrow.
tight right
Nigga,
now,
Wait,
man.
that's
Niggas is
them
tight.
250,000 people out there
It's gonna
tomorrow.
be all right. It's gonna be
It's
all right
gonna
on
be
the
all
east.
right,
You
you
know, women know
motherfuckers.
how
So
that.
you know what I mean. You can stop destroying your property. It's not really
Oh,
worth it.
you think women finna break their own shit? Come on now, you gotta give women a little bit more credit.
Yeah. So let's let this. Welcome to episode 13. We already know what we talking about. I put a vote on there on the Twitter, and I asked, should we talk about Trump inauguration, or should we do the podcast drunk? And it was a catch-22 because obviously the podcast. This ain't no motherfucking podcast. This is the A&O show. I am KidSmoove, your host. The A&O show, and the I was supposed to. The vote was to do the show drunk, and obviously we landed on Trump's inauguration. So that's what we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna talk about these crazy motherfuckers acting like they ain't got no damn sense. We're gonna talk about MTV making you thinking that you back in 1955 because they ain't got no damn sense. We live in a stupid environment, but if you guys are watching, to the 4 people at this time watching, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your cousin, your grandma, and your racist friends that we are live. You know what I mean? And I want to open a discussion. I want to make this about you and I, or we, since there's more than me in here. How can I adjust this? Hey, how you doing, Crunk Girl? Crunk Girl, she's in here because I know me. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, me and Crunk obviously have opposing differences about this. And now I'm gonna make this clear right now, because a lot of people been asking me because of my Twitter post. If you ain't following me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is in the mothy loving screenshot. It's in this video. It's at KidSmoove. You gotta follow me. I have the best. If when I ain't dropping classic videos, I am dropping fucking facts and knowledge on Twitter. So, but
yeah.
according to my Twitter, a lot of people assume I'm either a coon or a Trump supporter. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm actually not a Trump supporter. Yes, I speak positively about Trump. Or, no, I don't even say I speak positively about Trump. I speak against people. I speak against those who bash people for speaking positively about Trump. That's all I do. Because I was like, come on, you stop spreading this fake poison bullshit in everybody's mind. Our niggas is sending messages to me on Facebook. Don't watch the inauguration. We want to boycott. Motherfucker, I work. I wasn't going to watch the shit anyway. Niggas got jobs. I mean, really, we all do. So what the fuck are you guys making these memos? Why are you niggas in the hood destroying your motherfucking stores and vehicles, making niggas insurance go up? For the fuck what? You gonna do this for 4 years straight? I mean, damn. If you got a problem with the politics, nigga, run for president your damn self. That's all I got to say
Damn.
about the shit. But
Damn.
we gonna
That almost turned
we
into
gonna
a
get this
fucking bar.
motherfucker started.
Damn.
And Cake Face, thank you for being late. I'm fining you $5 for that shit, and you have to get on camera. But
Oh,
let's
I told you
Why
I was
you
going to.
mad, Smooth? Why you
I
so
am not
mad?
mad. I
I'm
am
not
not
gonna. Hey,
mad.
yo, I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna let him get everything out that he gotta say because he sound like he got a lot on his chest.
Yeah,
I,
that's what I'm
I'm
saying. You
not.
sound real
I'm
tight. You
just sick of
sound
the
tighter than these
bullshit.
niggas around here,
I'm
man.
sick and
I'm
tired
Young
of.
not saying.
savage, why
I'm
you
not gonna
trap
say
so
nothing.
Yeah,
hard?
I'm sick and
He
tired of
already
my
know how I
black brothers and my black sisters being fucking brainwashed and thinking and telling people to fall in line. Black people, well, if you really
say
pro-black and you
all
really
the
about that
line.
black power and
It
shit,
sounds like
stop falling in
that's what
line,
a
nigga.
lot of supporters are telling us that we should
Oh,
shut the fuck up and get in line and go with the flow. That's what I've been hearing all week.
No,
Listen
no,
though.
no,
That's
no.
what I've
That's
been
not
hearing
my.
all week.
Here's the thing.
I've
It's
been
too
hearing
many
that
shit.
all week.
I feel like
They,
every
I,
time
I
a
said
brother.
one thing. I said one thing about Sheriff Clark.
Mhm.
And I got bombarded. I got almost 300 freaking tweets the other day. They lit my ass up. And then when I hit them with facts, then they went to disrespectful shit. You know how that go
Yeah,
when
you
you
know how it goes. But you know what? Before we get into the motherfucking show, episode 13, aka Trump edition, aka Coon edition, aka Racist edition, aka Oppressed edition, aka Shut Your Motherfucking Mouth. This is my time edition. Shout out to Crunk Girl. Thank you for making your second appearance on the A&O show. We are blessed to have you. Please let them know where they can
Donald
find you and what you
Trump.
do.
I've been playing that all day. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump.
All right, so that's it. That's all you're gonna say
And
for you.
fuck Bill and Hillary too. I hate when people think because you talk shit about Trump that you a Hillary
I mean,
supporter.
I agree. I agree. I rock with that. My man, K Simmons. I don't know what I'm gonna call you, but this
damn, man, you
motherfucker,
change
let
my
me
name every
Oh
damn
my
give
week,
me
god.
a name that's catchy. I can't. If it ain't catchy, I can't rock
bruh.
with it.
Bruh, like I said, man, y'all can know me as K Simi, Swisher Price, most swishers, whatever, man. It don't even matter. Y'all figure it out. Y'all know my Twitter. Y'all know the PSN. Like I said, the Xbox Live. That's all that. So let's get it, man.
And my nail. Let me be clean. And my homeboy Vonshell, how you doing? Let them know where they can find
Oh
you.
shit.
Hey, sit your happy hour ass down. Okay, it's Tracy Got Game, aka Machiavelli Market, aka Young Roro, aka Let's Do This Damn Thing.
Oh yeah, by the way, for all you who about to hate on this, Ivanka Trump is fine as fuck. Okay, hate on that. All right, and Cake Face, welcome to the show. I'm glad you appeared. Where are you? Are you there?
Yes, indeed.
Sound check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What is this?
Alright, she obviously doing something, so let's just go.
All right, so she doesn't know. All right, and I am your host, KidSmoove, aka Mr. Apples&Oranges, aka Mr.
Yo, you did
Tupac.
the AKs! Come on.
AKA Tupac Facts and whatnot, just in case, because there's a lot of frauds on YouTube that I've been watching, and they're fucking lying to you guys. So, okay. Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America. America. Oh, there go Cake Face with all her makeup and her alcohol. Please introduce yourself before I continue on.
Hey everybody, I'm Cake Face, resident blonde. Yeah, and that's it today.
Oh whoa.
Hello.
Well, the resident dumb blonde, but I mean, hey, whatever.
All right.
I'm just ready to argue.
So
Where's my lemonade?
we just heard a black woman call herself blonde, and her hair is like the blackest hair. And I can see, I can't see it due to the bandwidth, the memory bandwidth, and whatnot. But let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get this shit done. Because I don't want to hold y'all all night. I know you guys want to see Mr. Orange Face dance with his wife and shit, and repeal all these motherfucking Obama laws and shit.
I already seen her naked, so ain't much.
So let's get this. Let's get into it. All right, Donald Trump, in some miraculous way, it feels like a motherfucking Final Fantasy game, is the 45th president of the United States of America. And a lot of people are on Twitter saying, he ain't my president. Nigga, yeah, whatever. He's the president. There's nothing you can do about it. He won all
There's
three
nothing to do
motherfucking
about it.
elections that he's been a part of. He won the general election. He won the recount number 1. He won recount number 2. And he won the motherfucking collegiate vote. They didn't get him to change their mind, even with the Russian hacking bullshit, which is fucking false fraud to the fucking max.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true.
No, that's just fraud.
Don't spit false facts.
Mm-mm.
Because they also have they're doing a whatchamacallit right now, and there's shit that we don't know. They've already said there's stuff that they can't talk about right now.
Yeah, of course they can't share anything with us because we don't need to know.
It's classified information.
Classified information.
I bet you Trump know though. I bet you Trump know.
It's classified information. Even
shit about that dossier being in the back of the national what you call it. He lied about it, then a couple of days later it came out and said it was true.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't let Kellyanne fool y'all ass. She is nothing but a spin doctor.
Let me ask you a question, Crump. Let me ask you a question, right?
What's up?
Did the motherfucking Russians hack the voting machines?
I never said they did.
No, did they hack the voting machines? That's all that counts to me.
They did. I didn't say they did that.
They didn't hack the voting machine. So that means we still had a mind to decide who we wanted to vote for.
So you saying no? I never said they hacked the machine.
All right, so there's no vote. There's no hacking. So they need to stop saying.
So you saying when Russians interject in the election that means nothing?
No, they didn't interject in the election. They gave us valuable information. Whoever leaked that Hillary bullshit.
So you're saying if Trump, if they find out that his older not Kellyanne but the one before him colluded with the Russians and they have what was they saying? There's a what you call it? A probe, I think that's what they call it. There's a probe into investigating the guy that took the guy that was over the campaign before Kellyanne. They were colluding with the Russians. So you saying if and they were calling them back and forth and all that type of shit. If that's not true, then that's not collusion with the Russians to win for one.
These niggas, they got fucking right hand man.
Oh man, let me get some popcorn. Let me get some popcorn over here.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to make sure this shit. I'm gonna try to make sure this shit comes clean.
They actually gave him the information.
All right. Hold on. Let's cover a few things real quick. How can one say that there is an election hack when the actual polls that we used to vote were not hacked? There's a whole lot of ways
that you can hack an election. You
just don't have by giving me information. Oh, this bitch is a motherfucking corrupt motherfucker. I don't want to vote for her. So that's hacking because they gave me the fucking truth.
Trump got that he
she shouldn't have sent the emails to begin with.
That's just like taxes. We still don't know what kind of shit he owns because he won't tell us.
I don't give a fuck what he owns.
Yes, I do, because if he makes decisions depending on what he owns and makes bread off of it, that is not good. He's doing it in his interest and not the
He gave all his businesses away.
There you go. Yeah, so you said
whoa, no, he did not.
That's just like Rex Tillerson had an offshore account that he didn't tell anybody about until this week. That people found that he had offshore accounts that he didn't tell anybody he had.
Oh, that nigga hide money?
So who doesn't hide money? Come on. No, let's bring it to what matters to us. Let's bring it back to what matters to the citizens of America. Were the voting booths hacked? That's what I want to know. Were the voting booths hacked where we go and decide who we want to vote for? Was that hacked?
More collusion than just fucking with the votes.
No. Because at the end of the day, we are still human beings. We still got a brain. We're not inserted with microchips yet. We can still think for ourselves. We decided to vote. So were the voting booths hacked? If they weren't hacked, I don't want to hear Russian hack shit, because if you're talking about some leaks when they coming out information that just happens to reveal some dirty shit, what the fuck was I? Was
you talking about those golden showers?
Was it bad? Was it bad that I got some information? I was like, this is kind of crazy. I don't know if I want to put this motherfucker in the White House. Like, you know what I mean? I wish I had this shit sooner.
I don't know if I want to put Betsy DeVos in the White House. I don't know if I want to put Rex Tillerson in the White House. I don't know if I want to put Mnuchin in the White House when 2009 he was profiting off of foreclosing niggas' houses.
And Hillary Clinton was profiting off of racists.
Hillary ain't no damn better. I didn't say I voted for Hillary either. I I hate when people say it.
Never.
Stop thinking that everybody that's against Trump is for Hillary.
Thank you. There were other
Hillary and Bill had their own shit too.
There were other candidates, but when it comes down to the bottom line, when it was truly time to vote, you only had two options. You had the fucking awful option, and you had the motherfucking awful
Bernie Sanders, so you couldn't vote for him.
That's motherfucking bullshit. You know why? Because I ain't vote for neither of them motherfuckers. I voted for the nigga that faked a heart attack on live TV, Gary Johnson. Shit. You had options to vote elsewhere. You had options to vote elsewhere. But no, the media said, here, Donald Trump, Hillary
viable
Clinton.
options, though.
Brandon Watson.
You threw your vote away. You threw it away.
Depending on what state you were in, you couldn't vote for third party. You know that, right? Some third party wasn't even on the ballot.
Then your state is fucked up for not giving you the right to vote for who you choose. Nigga, that monkey, that dead gorilla got like 11,000 votes.
R.I.P.
Harambe.
Yeah, Harambe got like so many fucking votes.
R.I.P. baby.
Or it was either Hillary or it was what's his name. So I didn't vote
Dick
for either one of them. I didn't vote for either one of them.
Yeah, so all right.
I didn't like Gary Johnson or Jill Stein either. I didn't like none of them.
So you think?
And to be honest, I keep telling people this. The president is not the most important person to pick. It's everybody below him. His cabinet is what I am worried about. I'm not really worried about Trump. I'm more worried about his cabinet than him. Like Betsy DeVos, she for education secretary, she knows nothing about public school. Nothing.
Any of y'all see?
Hey, I'm instigating like a motherfucker.
Anybody see her confirmation hearing? My thing is this. And this is my only opinion.
Confirmation hearing.
Girl, look, my only opinion on her is this: if you don't know the definition of the word proficient, you should not be the secretary of anybody's education in anything. You need to go get a fucking education before you want to be the secretary of anybody's education in anything. She had no idea.
Time out. Flag want to play. Our education system right now is fucked up as it is. So mix this shit up.
Factual question, though, Smooth. Do you know where she comes from Detroit? How her private schools are doing right now?
No, that's why I got you on the show. Tell me about it.
They are below
the people that work with her in her district of the privatization of education. They don't even like her.
Well, guess what? I'm glad they chose somebody from Detroit and not Chi-Town.
They're actually falling short like public schools are. So, no. No, I don't want her. The people who even work with her don't like her. I don't want to be with her either. And Al Franken and freaking Bernie Sanders, they exposed her ass on that confirmation hearing. Just like they exposed freaking what's his name? Tom Price, the guy that wants to gut Obamacare. He been trying to say he been wanting to gut Obamacare for almost 6 years, and only person I've seen with a plan is fucking Ron Paul. I fucks with Ron Paul though, cause he's not falling in line Republican. He was like, you know what? Y'all can't repeal and replace some shit. Y'all ain't got no ideas. I got an idea. I'm gonna put it up there. At least he do got one idea. I ain't heard no ideas from nobody else. And Paul, his motherfucking ass, did some slimy shit too. He got freaking shares in freaking pharmaceutical companies or something like that, and didn't tell anybody that he put shares into it, and then was doing some off-ball shit in the background, making policies, making money off of it, and he ain't telling anybody that shit. So Chuck Schumer ass, like he actually might have broken a law.
He might. That's the keyword, might. We don't know what he did. Hey, here's the thing. I'll tell you this. I'm not a Republican at all.
Yeah, we don't know if he meant to
I don't like Paul Ryan's Happy Meal looking ass anyway. But I'm just saying, I'm not a fan of his.
I'll say this. Paul Ryan actually ran for president. I think he will win. Because he's got a conservative base. They love him.
Here's the thing.
That's not corrupt.
I don't like I don't like him, but there are some Republicans that I'm kind of cool with, though. But he's not one of them.
Here's the thing, right? With these motherfucking politicians, I was born a Democrat, by default because my mama was a Democrat and her mama was a Democrat, and we was taught to be black. As a black person, we was taught to be Democrat for no motherfucking reason. Oh, they're for black people. Shit. Okay. This motherfucking Bill Clinton got a saxophone. All right, he's for black people. Hillary Clinton got hot sauce. All right, she for black people. Fuck that. This is how I look at this shit now.
Really?
This is how I was like, you know, I don't belong to
they carried
any.
around hot sauce for so long, niggas just not realize she had it. I'm like, bro,
Damn
y'all
hot sauce. If her old wicked ass drank some hot sauce, she fucking croak and die right now. Hell no. She ain't. I don't believe that bullshit.
She been having hot sauce on her for a minute, man.
You got proof of her having hot sauce on her for the last fucking 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, hold up. I'll show it to you.
Hot sauce in my bag.
That ain't no hot sauce. That's spicy ketchup. Y'all don't even know.
I can't do it.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to claim any fucking political party because this is a motherfucking game. You know what I mean? The Democrats take advantage of black folks, minorities. They suck them dry for everything they got. Now, they'll do work for some of you minorities as long as you ain't black. You know what I mean? If you tan, they can call you colored. You know, if you gay, they can call you a minority. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit there and fucking drop to their knees. Niggas would be like, oh, fuck Trump, racism coming back, but nigga, they'll kiss another white person's ass because they're liberal and shit like that. No, I'm not falling for that same bullshit. It's the same fucking cycle over and over and over again. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. A lot of people think I'm a Trump supporter. I am not. I argue with my girlfriend's mom all the time, who is a Trump supporter all the fucking time. Here's the thing. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm not going to jump on that motherfucking... I'm not going to fall in line and just assume the motherfucker's racist or he's bad for the fucking country because motherfucking MTV told me or because CNN told me. No, I'm going to sit back and observe for my fucking self. Nigga, I still have yet to...
But that's just... And the same thing you're saying is the same thing I'm saying, that I'm not about to watch Fox News or watch... or read Breitbart and them tell me something the same as you. Tell me that Trump is the God's gift to Earth, because that's how they feel. They think he ain't gonna make no boo boos. He hasn't done anything wrong. Such. And I'm like, come on, y'all gotta stop kissing this man's ass.
Okay, but my question is this: when do you start listening to what somebody is saying and taking what they're showing you for face value? Because that is not what's happening here.
I don't do that either. I look at everybody wonders like how I know what I know. I'm like, I watch everything. I watch Fox News. I watch all that shit.
I would love to believe that the rest of the community is.
If you come to me and me, you want to deport Muslims, you want to deport Mexicans, that your vice president wants to elect.
He ain't said it, and then he backtracked on it. Can't say he said it. He backtracked on it. He backtracked, and he was like, "Oh well, we just want to take out the Muslims that are bad and shut."
How do you know? How do you know which ones are bad? How do you know? You don't, damn it.
You know by preventing shit from getting worse than what it is. This is what you do. Here's the thing: make people get into the country properly. There is people who are not from this country that got here properly. I work with many nationalities who work their ass off to get themselves and then their families here properly, and then they watch niggas just come right in and motherfucking get jobs and shit.
And you know what? That is very true, and I think we need to fix that problem. But I also don't think that you should throw out 750,000 dreamers who got here they didn't come here on their own. Their parents brought them here. And I feel like there's a lot of kids that I actually have a friend who's a dreamer. And he's thinking about leaving himself because he's fucking afraid. He's like, I only have one more year in college. He was like, I pray that I can make it so I can just go home.
You know why he feels like that?
I mean, not go home, but
you know why he feels like that?
He wants to go. He doesn't want to go back to Mexico because that's actually not his home.
You know why he feels like that?
United States is his home.
You know why he feels like that?
Why does he feel like that?
Liberal media. They made every minority feel like shit. They made every minority feel like they were going to be
immigrants back. And that if they were not if they're illegal immigrants, he want them out. He's been said that. That's not liberal media. Fox News has said it too.
He said it out of his mouth.
He said it out of his mouth.
What part?
I've already heard
out of his mouth. You missed it.
That he
what part heard the word.
The Dreamers.
Are you not here?
Basically, because the way the Dreamers thing is, this year is the what do you call it? When he has to re-sign the thing for them to stay, for them to be able to stay here and them have a visa and whatnot. And I don't think he's gonna sign it. I think he's just gonna let it decay away, and then they just gonna do what they gotta do.
Hey, what do you think is like? Hey, if I decide that I want to go to Greece right quick and live there, if my paperwork and shit ain't right, I gotta come back.
That's not it though. They came over. Most of them came over here. They didn't even know they were freaking. They weren't here.
That's not his problem. The thing is, there should be a plan in place for you to get. If you're not from the country, to get here properly.
He's not showing any empathy because those kids didn't. They didn't deserve. I feel like when they came here was against their will. Most of those kids only know the United States as their home. You send them kids back to Mexico, they don't know Mexico. They only know the United States because this is where they've lived for the past 20 some odd years, 15 some odd years.
And they still not a fucking citizen?
A lot of them have never known that they were here illegitimate until until maybe Obama came here and did the Dreamers program. A lot of them never knew. I'm telling you, I have a friend who is a dreamer who is freaking afraid as hell. He doesn't know
what
to
do. Why are you afraid for? Oh yeah, I forgot they put that shit in your brain to make you fucking scared because you got a white man as president again, so shit is fucked up.
No, that ain't it. It ain't got nothing to do with being a white man.
Yeah, it don't got nothing to be a white man.
First and foremost,
stigma, man. It could have been Ben Carson up there saying that shit. People would still hate his ass because of the fucking rhetoric. It's about your words. It's not about your color, your skin, man.
All right, I understand the rhetoric, but there's a lot of rhetoric that has not been. Did any of you guys listen to the speech today, or you boycotted it by default?
I didn't watch the inauguration at all.
I ain't watched none of that shit.
You motherfuckers are hard-headed as shit, dog. Like, for real.
I caught up on you, though. I didn't watch it live. I watched it later on.
That is the most hard-headed shit. That's the most niggerish shit I fucking... Nigga, I'm gonna fucking...
watch it that I'm a nigga because I didn't want to watch it.
Because I didn't watch this shit?
No, why
don't give a fuck. First of all,
hold on. Let me ask you
right now. I don't give a fuck about the politics.
I saw you brought that up earlier.
Here's the thing. Why did you watch it? Because you probably wasn't going to watch it regardless of who won.
Have I seen come into the United States? I'm 28 now, so I saw both of Barack Obama, saw Bush's, and I vaguely remember Clinton.
Yeah.
And you know when you're in where I'm from, they make you watch the inauguration, so I watched all of them. So it's not like I haven't watched any inauguration.
Here's the thing.
I choose not. I chose not to watch it. That don't mean I have to watch it.
Here's the thing.
Shit, I ain't gotta do nothing but stay black and die.
Here's the thing. I personally believe there's an agenda behind everything. I believe that we're controlled. Our emotions are controlled, and we're fed a lot of things so we can act a certain way, so we can believe a certain way, so we can teach a certain way and pass it down to our seeds and whatnot. And I think everybody being scared of Trump and shit like that is fucking bogus. I think it's stupid.
So you saying someone saying they're afraid or they're in fear of his rhetoric is bogus when things have came out of his own mouth?
At the end of the day, the media. Or he's tweeted 140 At the end of the day, the media pick and choose what they want to show. I've seen, and I'll tell you this again. People know me. People, if they pay attention to my tweets and my Facebook statuses going back a couple years, I am not a Trump supporter, but I will not be bullshitted. I will not be a slave. I will not be a sheep. I will not fucking sit back and kiss a motherfucking liberal's ass because they pretend that they love black people and shit. No. Here's the thing how I look at it. I was like, I'm not going to sit there and take everything the motherfucking media feeds me. I'm going to look back and look at everything from a whole scale. There's a lot of shit that Trump has said and that proposed that has never aired on fucking TV. And I'm like, why did they show this part of his speech but not that? Why would they? I was like, this is important
but
shit
you know
right
what
here.
though? That's why people who are on either side need to watch both networks on each side because they talk about the stuff that Fox News talks about stuff that CNN may not talk about. MSNBC talks about stuff that NBC might not talk about.
Well, if you're
I look at
relying
it
on
all, I watch it all. So
If
I know
you're
both sides.
if you're relying on Fox News and CNN, you have a problem and you're misinformed. Even though you got some information,
I'm not relying on either. I'm saying it's not that I wait on both. I want to know. I'm the type of person I want to know about everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't want to know just one side of the argument. I want to know the other side too, which is why I watch Tommy Lauren videos. I watch his videos too.
Yeah.
Babe,
tell me. What's the name of that shit? What's the name of that shit? Bonsai for the whole fucking food that you can't find out.
You can't fight somebody's opinion if you don't know what the opinion is.
Yeah. And you're very right, but
let me tell you this.
Right? A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people only know one opinion, one side, and that's all.
Here's a problem with corporate America and media, right? You know what I mean? Fox News is too fucking conservative. They kiss Republicans' ass. CNN is too fucking liberal.
O'Reilly and Hannity, them motherfuckers been kissing ass.
CNN is too fucking liberal. They kiss fucking Democrats' ass. The problem. So when shit goes under the rug, they both sweep shit under the rug. Why? You guys know what the Dark Act is? The Dark Act. Are you familiar with the Dark Act? And do you know who? I'm gonna ask all you motherfuckers in the chat. Which president signed the Dark Act into law? Which president? Was it motherfucking Donald Trump? Was it George Bush Sr.? Was it George Bush Jr.? Was it Ronald Reagan or was it Barack Obama? Who signed in the Dark Act into fucking law? And tell me what the fucking Dark Act is, if you know what the Dark Act is, which is fucking cancerous for all motherfuckers in America, if you want to know. But let me just say this shit. You guys know what the Dark Act is? Who in this motherfucker know what the Dark Act
Man,
is?
would you just tell us what it is, Smooth? Tell us what it is.
All right. The Dark Act
doctrine
without
and so
actual
basically
English.
the plain labeling of GMO foods not required. And Obama signed it. Is that what the hell you wanted to know?
Yeah, when they don't have to tell you what the fuck's in the motherfucking food you buying from the grocery store.
I just said. I just said that.
I'm just saying, but like, nigga, like, and that shit, I guarantee you that shit was signed at midnight, like all the motherfucking laws before it or after it was signed at motherfucking midnight. Where niggas was sleeping and
how they tried to,
how they tried during the, no,
you talking about like
was signed during the Super Bowl last year. That one was signed during the Super Bowl last year, I believe. Because they like to sign shit during big fucking events where niggas ain't paying attention.
Nobody's paying attention, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me
this nigga got a lot of motherfucking bills where he ain't paying attention.
That's why, though. That's only in Vermont.
Huh?
It's only, from what I'm reading, that's only in Vermont.
I don't give a fuck where it is. What if I lived in Vermont? I mean, motherfucking Kansas.
Smooth when leave that out, though.
Vermont became the first state to require mandatory GMO labeling. Connecticut and Maine have also passed GMO labeling laws that will go into effect once neighboring states pass similar laws and other states are currently looking to pass.
Every state in the country of the United States should require fucking ingredient. What the fuck is in the food that we're fucking buying? I ain't gonna buy no fucking hunk of meat from China or India if I don't know what the fuck type of meat it is. It's like they shouldn't be able to do that shit. They're like, what motherfucker signs that shit into law? Like, who does that at midnight during the Super Bowl?
Let me ask you something.
It's a lot of shit that people done signed that I don't like. That's just like when Bill Clinton signed that 3 strikes you're outlaw. That shit fucked us up for a long time.
Yeah, Bill Clinton. Oh yeah, him and his motherfucking wife.
Bill Clinton fucked us up.
Yeah, them motherfuckers fucked us.
One thing that y'all
like
don't
right
realize.
Oh man,
right in the realize what you were doing, man.
A lot of these laws, a lot of these acts that took place are due to the agendas of people in the Senate and people in the Congress and people in the House. So you have to remember that the president is not signing a lot of these things from his own will. He's signing them because he's forced to and because he's a figurehead. So instead of being mad at what he's signing, why are you so hyped? Why are you so hyped today? What is wrong with you?
You're forgetting that he signs executive orders that bypass all the bullshit. Now,
okay, but who approves his executive order?
It depends, though, because every president can't do everything with an executive order. Even Obama could.
This nigga signed in a lot of motherfucking executive orders that got shit done.
Executive orders
but look, though, when it comes to executive orders, in certain instances, that's the only thing a president can do, especially with
What is that noise?
the
Yeah, what
Republicans.
is that shit? That
For
shit's
two
hurting my fucking ear
terms,
infection.
for two terms, the Republicans told this nigga Obama he wasn't passing nothing.
All right.
It
Yeah,
was
so
like
he just started signing shit into law by an executive order, which you can do, unfortunately. Now, here's the thing. You made me fucking forget. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Oh shit, what was it? I forgot.
By the way, speaking of executive orders, may I just ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Anybody here or see where Trump is currently signing an executive order that could possibly gut the Affordable Care Act?
So the fuck what? Did you know? So the fuck what? You know what? You know why I don't give a fuck about that shit? You know why I don't give a fuck about that shit? Because in the Affordable Care Act, they got shit about fucking force Americans to get fucking chips implanted. They got a fucking guillotine, a code for guillotines to chop your motherfucking head off. Since when did they chop heads off in America? What the fuck is that?
Show this to me. I ain't never
Oh,
seen
what's that fucking code? What's that code? Let me call your mama. Hold on. What is that fucking code? I got that shit in my Google history.
That shit is so annoying. Have you ever had people that just sit outside your window just loud and annoying all fucking night? It's fucking 10 o'clock. Go now.
No, I got that shit in my Google history. There is a code for guillotines, and why is that needed in the Affordable Care Act in America? They only cut heads off in the Middle East. They don't do that shit in fucking North America. What? Why do we need a code for fucking guillotines? Like,
need a what?
A code for guillotines under the Affordable Care Act. Hold on.
Okay,
sound like somebody about to get their motherfucking head chopped off, dog.
Guillotines.
First of all, you know what though? I will say this, and people get mad at me every single time. I feel like our prison system is a joke and literally is only in place to make money. That is why it's privatized. If our prison system
hey, you better watch that Netflix. At 13.
I'm sorry to do this. I'm sorry to make this shit sound horrible. All right. I want each and last one of you, including the people that's participating in the show today, to Google the letters ICD 9E978. Once again, ICD 9E978, which is subtitled legal execution, which they motherfucking chop your head off.
You find the code.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Healthcare no longer uses ICD-9 at all.
So why was the motherfucker included in the motherfucking shit though? Why was it there? Because what? We're America. This is America. This is Saudi Arabia.
ICD-9 was to ICD-10 last year. I work in healthcare. Actually, no. There you go.
Yo, somebody got the strongest vibration.
That's my cell phone because that's the supporters supporting me of what I gotta motherfucking say. Because I ain't bullshitting. Obama did a lot. Here's the thing. It's one thing to love Obama because he's a brother. He made it where he needed to be. He showed people hope and chance, and he gave us dreams that we can aspire to be. But he did some shit that didn't really help us out, us as blacks, us as American. I mean, I understand this whole kumbaya shit, but we're going about it in the wrong way. And damn, that's not my vibration.
Damn.
That's not mine. Oh shit, that's somebody else's shit.
Somebody got a motherfucking dildo phone.
You know what? I don't even feel sorry for some of these people who are losing their health care because you want to know why? Most of the people who said that they did not like Obamacare are Trump people. All Trump states that won.
Question. Let me finish. I'll let you finish, Crunk.
Didn't even know that the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare are the exact same thing.
Exactly. That shit is fucking ridiculous. And you look like an idiot.
You know what the Republicans are going to do? They're going to give them the same thing, Obamacare, but it's going to have a different name and they're going to like it.
Well, technically, the official name isn't even the Affordable Care Act, so it's not like it's listed as Obamacare. That's the nickname for it.
No. People know what the hell their care is. It's not Obamacare in the Affordable Care Act because I saw what was it? He made motherfuckers look so stupid. It was asking them about Obamacare and then asking them about the Affordable Care Act. And they was like, yeah, Obamacare sucks. It's bad. Well, yeah, the Affordable Care Act is great. And I'm looking at these
So, are
motherfuckers
you
like,
the guy?
the exact same
Are
thing.
you talking the guy that was like doing the countdown for how many votes were against the Affordable Care Act, and like people were like going in at him, and he was like, the ACA and Obamacare are different because Obamacare was like a catastrophe and the website sucked and crashed and was tragic, so they had to pull in the ACA in order to fix it, and people were like, they're the same thing, dumbass. And he was
Yeah,
like
they're
looking
the
so
exact same
stupid
thing.
because he didn't
Tell
know. There's
this
so
thing.
many.
I'm like, yo, go look it up.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. You know what I mean?
Or
I wasn't
look
affected.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Yep, go ahead.
A lot of people who talk shit about the Affordable Care Act didn't even know they were under the Affordable Care Act.
And that
And
is
the people
ridiculous.
who do know they're under the Affordable Care Act are Trump supporters. And a lot of these Trump supporters need the Affordable Care Act because they have black lung disease from the coal mines that they used to live in. So now they talking about gutting the Affordable Care Act, and now people who were Trump supporters at one time are kind of upset, like, oh shit, I
What-
might not have health care.
What do you?
Whatever it is that they're replacing it with will completely
Or
get
people
rid of the
Okay.
whole entire
lose
exemption with
Planned
pre-existing conditions.
What do you call the people that was against the Affordable Care Act before Trump was even running for president?
Idiot.
Idiots. Idiots.
Look,
I mean, because
yeah,
I mean, from what I remember, I mean, I was never under. I'm gonna tell you guys this. I was never under the Affordable Care Act. I was never under Obamacare because my job always offered
And
paid
that's
health
fine.
insurance.
Guess what? There's a lot of people that were working full-time jobs, and their jobs did not provide them.
That's fine.
with health
That's why your state
at
provides
all.
it. There isn't. Didn't the state was responsible for that? They had options. The state
But
options
there's
for
a
state
lot of
insurance.
people who depend on
But guess
Obamacare.
what?
People
Here's
who
the thing.
depend on
Just
Planned
because you have so many options-
Parenthood.
What about
And it's-
community
it's-
health
it's-
networks and shit? The shit that the state gave you
Well,
regardless.
here's another thing. Let me explain something to you. Here's another thing people don't know that are all against the affordable health care. Do you know that when people go to the hospital and to the doctor and they don't have insurance, right? Do you know who pays for that? Not the fucking government. That's why your premium goes up. To pay for these people that don't have insurance. Your premium
Well,
goes
tell
up. and
them
your
niggas to
group
get
rates
insurance.
go up them. So why not give them fucking insurance so that your group rates and your premiums don't go up?
I don't
Niggas
mind
just stop.
I don't mind every American having insurance
I
if
wish
it
my
didn't
cousin
require
was
other
here.
bullshit in it.
RN knows about all this shit because she would break all of this shit down. She was like, a lot of these people who are against the Affordable Care Act have never even looked at the Affordable Care Act and see what it does.
Don't
And
know
she was
the
like, it's
answer.
not perfect, but she was like, instead of gutting the whole damn thing, how about fixing something?
Didn't the Affordable Care Act only drive up health insurance costs? Nigga, because my shit
No.
went up the last 3 years.
Everybody's health insurance is
This is
high.
my thing. People, bitch, hush. I hate black people. Niggas get on my nerves, y'all.
Whoa.
No, because there's these girls that stand outside my bedroom window at all these crazy ass hours of night, being loud, talking about all these niggas that she fucked, all these niggas that fuck her.
Yo,
How
you
much
got
hoe
to
she
lie
got.
this
Check your
town.
shit. It's fucking 10:20 at night. Go to the house. We don't. Anywho, my windows do not need to be closed. See, that's what's wrong with black people now. They don't know how to act. That's why nobody want to associate with black folks because they don't know how to act. Stop being a nigga all the time.
Oh, damn.
That's all I'm saying. You want to fuck everybody. Catch every STD in the world. But please don't be outside my bedroom window all other hours of the night talking about it. I don't care. Anywho, I'm done. Rant over. Anywho, look, people don't realize, right? When you pay your job for your health insurance every month, that's the prices that you're paying. So this $500, $600 that you're paying, that's what comes out of your check every month when you get insurance through your job. It's just split however many ways that you get paid. So if you get paid twice a month and your insurance is $400, then guess what? $200 every 2 weeks come out of your check. You don't notice it. You don't miss it because you never saw it. So you can cry about, oh, it's $200, $400. That's what you're paying anyway. So then,
insurance ain't free.
You
People's premiums aren't high. Everybody's premiums aren't sky high.
No, everybody's premiums aren't. But this is the thing about the Affordable Care Act, right? People realize when they're filling out that paperwork and the forms and stuff that go with it, that if you don't make a certain amount of money, that you qualify for other assistance. And they lower the premium of your ACA, and they help you get the assistance that you need so that you can fucking live your life like a normal fucking person and have food in your refrigerator.
You know, there were people actually living before there was an Obamacare. Like, you know, there were actually a lot of people living and had health insurance and shit.
Hated healthcare.
Right, but they had no insurance.
Want to know how much
premium
hated
healthcare? Catastrophe.
Was it really, or did they just told you that? Was it really, or did they just told you that?
Obamacare in the first place. 20 million people who didn't have health care got it now.
Right. I don't know about that. I think that shit is a fucking scam. I didn't know healthcare was a problem until they said it.
No,
in that,
healthcare
like,
has always been a long time. We're the only, if I'm not mistaken, one of the only nations that doesn't have free healthcare.
Right. Why not? My thing is this, right? If you work, right, and you look at your pay stub, do you not pay into Medicaid? Do you not pay into Medicare? You're paying for it anyway. So why not just give it to fucking everybody? So everybody has insurance, everybody has coverage. You're paying for it anyway. You're paying for something you can't even use.
People feel like they don't want to pay for other people's shit, but they're doing it anyway.
But you're paying for it anyway.
They're paying for it anyway.
Stupid thing that you're paying for it anyway. Social Security, you pay into it anyway. Millennials will not even get Social Security, but it comes out of my check every month.
Yep, I'm sure it does. It comes out of everybody's check. All that tax that government takes every all that shit goes to Social Security, Medicaid, care, all that shit. And we may not see none of that money for about 6 years.
People sit there and sound stupid.
Well, here's the thing.
You paying for my mom's Medicare and Medicaid right now.
We as a group of people should stop relying on money as a source of living. Stop putting the heart, the mind, the soul, and the brain on the dollar, because the more value we put on a dollar, the more it becomes worth to us. Money ain't shit but a motherfucking scam. Right? So, and you will remember that. That'll be and this motherfucker holding dollars and dollars and dollars in this picture.
But that's just the same thing as prescription. Why prescription drugs are so fucking high, right? That's another thing.
I will tell you.
I don't have a complaint about prescription drugs. When I get sick, I don't take medicine anyway. I rely on my enzymes.
Hey, Smooth, give me your money then, bro. It's not important.
I'm broke. Look at until my skin gets 2 shades lighter, I ain't making no more money.
See, but this is the thing though. I rarely get sick, but when I do get sick, it's like during the winter time because I have like sinus issues, like sinus infections, stuff like that. But I'm cool. Right. But like my mom has kidney failure. And my mom takes mad medicines. Like, she takes, like, at least,
Shout
like, 10.
Shout out to Crunk Girl's mama, yo, for real.
Yeah, my mom has kidney failure. And she takes, like, mad different types of medicine.
Now, I gotta ask you guys a question.
Like, one of her medicines is, like, $100.
Yeah, you should be attacking the motherfucker who fucking put the price, like that, you know what I mean? They get, like, medicine shouldn't be expensive as it is today. It's all business. It's all about money.
Mr. Price. The guy that wants to be the Secretary of Health or whatever you want to call that shit, Mr. Price.
All right, I gotta ask you guys a question, right? I'm gonna ask you guys a question from the heart, right? Mentally, where are you now that Donald Trump is your president? No matter what the fuck you say, he's your president. Ain't shit you can do about it. He won all 3-4 fucking elections, right? He's your president, right? I still don't know how he managed to get through the Republican Party and beat motherfucking Hillary Clinton, who had every media source behind her asshole, and still win. So I'm going to ask you guys, what is your state of mind? What do you feel? What do you think? Are we headed to doom? Are you willing to give this man a chance, or are you just going to fall in line with like, oh shit, fuck this, let's destroy shit? What is your mind? What is your mental state of mind right now that Donald Trump is the 45th president of the United States of America? KKK. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Who wants to go first?
You go.
You motherfuckers got a lot to say. So
it's say health and shit like that. I know you got a lot to say because Trump want to gut every goddamn thing.
Look, y'all, listen. Okay, I feel like you should judge people off of who they show you are. And not even just from this election period, but from years before. I've always had a disdain for Trump because of his mouth, the things that come out of his mouth. His mouth. Not the things out of his mouth. I'm one of those people, I will go and find the full video or whatever of what the original situation. What the hell are you drinking?
Continue, nigga. I did not interrupt you. Go ahead, please. Finish your motherfucking speech. Please. Do that.
Anyway,
KidSmoove
I'll go find the original video. Right? What the hell? I'll go find the original video and watch that, right? I don't want nobody else to spin. I don't need you to edit shit out. I don't need you to cut and paste. Not a damn thing for me. I know how to infer for myself. Don't roll me on. Anyway, right? So for me, looking at Trump, I know this is about to be a clusterfuck. Look at the people he has around him. Look at what comes out of his. This is about to be a clusterfuck. And there's people that voted for him that are about to be in a corner crying like little babies because they're going to feel like idiots because there were viable options that they did not choose, and that's their own personal fault. Before, I'm saying there were viable options that they did not choose before, and they just went with the worst thing possible. Somebody that spews that much hatred towards anybody, whether it's a race, a sex, foreign, whatever, okay? He's a racist, sexist, xenophobe. That's my opinion. You can suck my ass if you don't agree. That's fine. It is what it is. He is a racist, sexist, xenophobe. And you cannot ignore that. And people have ignored that. And it's going to be a shit show.
I wonder who's go grab whose pussy he's finna go grab next.
Like, no, I'm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to throw that shot.
If he shows me that he's gonna act like he has some damn sense, then I might have a little bit of faith. But as of right now, I've ordered cases of wine to get to the next 4 years.
Yeah, you finna sip on some wine though? Damn. Is that bad?
Yeah. I'm done, Smooth. I'm done.
All right, motherfuckers. This is what I gotta say. Donald Trump will either be one of three. He will either be the worst president in human history. He'll be better than we all expected, or he'll be no different than the other motherfucking 44 presidents that we had.
Ain't that the same case with every president?
Yes. And you know that shit ain't changed. Especially for niggas. Alright? Shit doesn't change. Here's the thing. I don't got beef with Donald Trump. You know what I mean? The reason what gave me an extra eye is how much hate he received. How much the media wanted to make you think this nigga was racist and shit. Where was you motherfuckers? Where were you pro-black motherfuckers? Where were you pro-everybody motherfuckers back in 1999, back in 1980 when this motherfucker was around? Like, where the fuck? You niggas just come out the woodworks. Why do you guys have the same amount of hate when this nigga was when he wasn't running for president? Yeah, I mean, if you guys
he ain't had no control over motherfuckers' life back then.
Guess what? If you ask the question, if you Google the question, and if everybody wanted to run for president back then, it would be Donald Trump. He finally ran for president for these dudes. He finally ran for president, and niggas voted. My question is,
he's ran for president before though. This is not the first time.
Huh? Yeah, he's ran for president, but he never put like that seriously. His thing was backing the best candidate. And we haven't had the best candidate. Nigga, see, what America learned is that niggas would vote for anybody they put in the place to get their vote. But people are forgetting that niggas that voted for Obama did not vote for Hillary. That's the only thing to know. The niggas that voted for Obama did not vote for Hillary. Once you get that into your clear fucking skull, we did not want Hillary.
Didn't vote at all. A lot of people was like they didn't even want
it. Which drives the question: what the fuck are you complaining about? If you did not vote, why are you complaining? Nick, here's the thing. Here's my problem with people, modern day Americans or modern day motherfucking Negroes who think they got a voice in politics and shit. This is my shit. These are niggas didn't know what the fuck an inauguration was until Obama got into the White House. Now the niggas want to learn how to boycott and shit. What are you boycotting? What are you actually boycotting? This nigga
That's all
didn't
the way.
even sign one thing into law, and niggas
I
boycotting
think
before he even gets
because
a swipe at the White House.
I wouldn't say that people didn't know what an inauguration was, for the simple fact that a lot of people who voted for Obama, that was their first time voting for a president at all. In some instances, Obama's the only president they know. So
Right, for a lot, especially for a lot of these
a lot of
children,
people,
but
like for
what
me,
you
Obama was the first president
is
I voted.
that
His
one
first
thing
election was
is
the
that
first time I had ever
this is
voted that was eligible to vote. I actually helped. I helped him campaign. Actually, I actually met Obama and Michelle in what was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you contest? So
eight.
we get all right. Since you met Obama in campaign, I need you to address something. Can you confirm that Miss Michelle Obama is a woman and not a man?
Yes, she
Please.
is a woman. I've
Thank
met.
you.
Ooh, who
I've
talking about she ain't no
kind of
woman? That's
question.
a
I've met
These
Michelle.
that's a
weirdo
beautiful
conspiracy
woman.
theorists.
God damn, that's a beautiful woman.
Hold on. Time out,
Yeah,
guys.
Michelle.
Time out, guys. I got a gallon full of bladder, like full, and I gotta go take a. I gotta spill some urine. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I met Michelle Obama in like was it? When were they when it was him, Hillary Clinton, all of them was bidding for the Democratic vote party vote when they was at South Carolina State. I think that's what it was. It was her. It was Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama.
So that was probably 12 though.
I can't remember who all was there. It was in '08 though. It was either '08 or '07. When they had the debate, the Democratic debate at South Carolina State.
Well, then that would be for the year he ran in '08.
Yeah, so
He ran
that'd have been like '07 then. That'd been like '07. I actually campaigned for him, and when he after he won the debate, he came in and talked to us and shook our hands and took pictures and all that stuff. We had a good time, man. That was when I was still a freshman, I think, in college. I think it was like
in the comments. Look, sir, young man, gentleman, Mister, sir. Look, listen. Let me explain something to you, okay? You were just sitting here praising him, talking about him. He knew more than everybody else. Smooth knew more than everybody else. You were sucking his toes and licking his ass. And now you tell him he got to be quiet because he didn't vote. You were just agreeing with him. So can you please, for all that is holy, the rest of this bottle of wine, just chill the hell the most.
You better leave his KidSmoove stands alone, bro. You better leave his stands alone.
These KidSmoove stands are worse than Beyonce's stands. Like, they will show up at your house. But I can tell you, I'm about it.
This is the reason why I watch everything. I keep telling people this. If you want to know more, stop just watching one network. Watch everything.
But okay, so do you watch more than one network to get everybody's rhetoric, or do you watch more than one network to get the whole thing?
I get the whole story because every network gonna tell every little piece, and then I watch everybody's network to put all the pieces together, and then I'll go look it up for myself.
Oh, because I feel like, and before I can watch these networks, I got to go look for the original video and sit down like a child with ADHD and like watch the whole thing, and then
how they broke all this shit up to make their story.
What y'all talking about? We
talking about you and your juicy juice.
My juicy juice? The shit that got me feeling right and honest? Yo. I want to give a shout out.
I wanted to give my
time out. Let's take a quick intermission. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching and supporting the Apples and Oranges channel. You know what I mean? If you missed the motherfucking first 45 minutes to a fucking hour, rewind that shit back, or you just join us live and you can watch it later. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight because it's important. We got a lot of people in here with different opinions and different views of what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm going to say this to you once. If you black, if you whatever, it's okay to have your own frame of thought, your own opinion. Vote how you like, think how you like, believe how you like. Don't let other motherfuckers bully you into believing how you should believe. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck who you offend. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's got to be like that. So I just wanted to take a shout out. Give a shout out to my boo, my boy J Doe. Even though I never met the
Oh, you
nigga.
said your boo.
I said my boo. Oh shit, that was supposed to. That's probably a nigga too. My bad. No homosexual intent. I want to give a shout out to Dutch BLD who always here for the boy. I want to give a shout out to my homie Ryan. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the cast for making this possible. We ain't done. We gonna finish this shit.
Oh yeah, I watch C-SPAN as well. J Doe.
C-SPAN.
Yeah, I like.
I watch C-SPAN. I've been watching it for like the past 2 weeks. The confirmation hearings and stuff like that. I've been watching like every single hearing. I've watched almost all of them. Some of them shit's been going for like 7 hours.
Yo.
Can I ask you guys this question?
Well, I wanted to get how I felt before I
Go ahead, Crunker. My bad, Crunk.
Well,
I
felt numb today actually. You know, I put my Barack Obama photo up on Facebook and I cut Wi-Fi off. I cut the Wi-Fi off till around 6 o'clock, so I didn't know nothing for the whole day. So I've been chilling all day today. I'm numb about it, but I'm also woke as well because I've always been into politics, but I feel now that even though I'm not a fan of Trump, I'm kind of glad that he's in office right now because it's waking a lot of people up, and I like how that I hear more people talking about stuff, and hopefully that it can manifest and people actually keep woke and actually learn more about their government, learn more about the things that affect you every day. Because some people don't give a fuck and they just live their lives and they don't know shit, and that's not a great. I don't think that's a good way to be. If you don't know shit, then how the hell are you gonna fight what's in front of you if you don't know what you're fighting at the end of the day? And sometimes it's your own party. And then I hate the fact when I say stuff about Trump supporters, or not even supporters, the man himself or his cabinet, people all automatically assume that I like Hillary too. And I'm like, no, I didn't like Hillary like that either. I thought her proposals were better than his. I thought that she was more informed than him when it came to policy. Because I don't know, most of the Trump's policies are 140 characters. And you can't govern like that. If he thinks he's gonna govern like that, I can't wait until he gets into the Senate and the House, because he's basically shit on the Republican establishment and the Democratic establishment. So if he wants to get shit done that he can't get done with an executive order, he's gonna have to go through the same people that he shit on. So we're gonna see how that rolls. In Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders. A lot of those people are fighters, and they are not scared of Trump. So, and they're not going anywhere for a while.
That's fine. But these are the same motherfuckers that lost to him. These are some of the same niggas that lost. Here's the.
Whoa! Let me finish. Elizabeth Warren didn't lose shit. What are you talking about? Elizabeth Warren didn't run. She just pledged for. I'll say it like this. I bet you Trump wanted to be Elizabeth Warren because she knows way more than Hillary. Hillary
Doesn't matter. Hillary had media inside her asshole, fucking her left and right.
People didn't even care. Hold up. People didn't even care what Hillary believed in. They just didn't like her. Period. They didn't like her as a candidate.
Right.
That's wrong.
That's part of it, but I feel like the other part, Smooth, that you might be kind of missing is just as much as the media was like, oh, hey, Hillary, let me suck on your toes. There was ample amount of media that was like, fuck you, Hillary. This is everything that you've ever done. And those people that were screaming, you did this, you did that, you did the 14th thing, were louder than the people that were like, oh, Hillary, let me lick your black crack. It was just more of the hate and the negative. I'm like really on some shit today. But there was more of like the hate and the negative for Hillary than there was support. So yeah, the media was all Hillary. But it wasn't always good.
Came out and found out that they fucked Bernie Sanders. Niggas really didn't like her then. And then Bernie going with Hillary didn't bring the Bernie Bros back. Bernie Bros was already burned. And
Can I say something to Black America? Can I say something to Black America?
And hold on, let me finish.
All right.
I let you spew and drink. So I'm not for. I tell people this all the time. People need to stop worrying about party and worry about your self-interest.
Yes.
If your self-interest is with a Republican, vote for a Republican. If your self-interest is with a Democrat, vote Democrat, but not all the way down the line. You vote for your self-interest and you look up what person best represents you, and not just the president. House of Representatives and the Senate is way more important than Trump. They're the people who make your laws. They're the people that you go to where you can call them 9 times out of 10 every day and blow their fucking phones up and vote them out every 2 years. Though if you want to get shit done, don't go through Trump. Go through the people that you vote in every 2 years. Because those are the people who are lobbying, those people who are doing this and doing that and taking money, or you living in an inner city that ain't got this and ain't got that, or your city councilman. That's where you put your time and your effort into. And also the fact that a lot of people get on me about, oh well, you're a Democrat and why should you should be a Republican and he's gonna make America great again. And I'm looking at these people like, do you know I live in an all red state? I have lived in an all red state my entire life. South Carolina is never going blue. That bitch is never going to turn blue. It might not even turn purple. Purple. You know what I'm saying? Like Georgia did this year. Georgia almost turned blue this year, which is like, if that shit ever happens, oh my god. But South Carolina is never going to turn blue. I have always had not Democratic, a Republican Senate, governor, all that shit. Like Nikki Haley, the girl that's that's on the Trump's UN Council, I think that's what she's doing. She was my governor, and she's a Republican. So for all the people who say, well, Republicans do this and do that, no, South Carolina is not a great place to be. It's the retirement state, and that's about it.
Yeah, I thought Florida was a retirement state.
No, I mean, it's a retirement state, but when it comes to actual making a lot of money, being a place that has a lot of revenue, no, that's North Carolina. North Carolina makes way more money than South Carolina. We don't have an NFL team, NBA team. Only thing that we have right now is the NCAA championship because of Clemson. We have Clemson, and that's
yeah,
about
the
it.
whack ass Bobcats.
And the Bobcats
is gone.
here.
Right?
That's North Carolina.
I mean, they
Well,
represent both North and South.
It's both of us. They just got, we like the stepchild, the stepchild that nobody care about.
Before
South Carolina has been Republican forever. So for people who think that because you have a Republican everything that all your shit is so great, no.
Yeah.
My town is trash. There is nothing here.
That's
the
true.
Steel mills have been gone since Bush.
And that's why I ain't trying to go down south.
Like people have been out of work where I live at for years. So it doesn't matter Republican or Democrat. At the end of the day, with me, I vote for my self-interest, and that's why I didn't vote for Trump, because he just didn't represent what I thought would be a president.
He was trying to make America great again, damn it.
Either one of them.
I want to give a shout out to Derek. Derek was the one that said, like, get rid of the parties and vote on ideas. Americans vote by default too much. I completely agree with that. You got people that are Republican, you got people that are Democrat. I felt like I would have no way. Fuck a Jill Stein. Fuck the bitch. I feel like we should put our minds and our money and our votes to other options that are there. If you feel like the big parties are not with you, put your vote elsewhere. Shit, a lot of people voted for Harambe, which
a lot of people wanted to vote for Bernie Sanders, but
Bernie Sanders, he should have ran as an independent. This is why I want to say, all right, here's the thing I want to say about black people, right? People he got a
lot more people support as a Democrat. If he runs,
this is what Bernie Sanders. Here's the thing about Bernie Sanders.
What's his name? Runs next term. I think he can actually win.
Who?
What's his name? Not Cory Booker. The guy that most people are mad about because they said he was with Farrakhan or some shit. He's I think he's the senator of Minnesota. I know Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warner. They want him to be DNC chair.
Are you like guy came from SNL?
I don't know his name. I know he's the senator or the governor of Minnesota, and he's Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders like him. He's a progressive. I actually do like him because I saw him on Sean Hannity and he gave that man business. Sean Hannity couldn't even get 2 words in. That shit was fucking hilarious. I love it.
Oh, Al
Yeah.
Franken from SNL.
Here's the thing, my black
Him,
brothers and
he got
sisters need
black.
to know. There was actually a person that was actually for black people and whatnot. There was actually a person, he was cheated, and people were blind to it, and they put their motherfucking stinky ass nose with Hillary Clinton once again because for some reason Clintons own black people. For some reason we feel like we need to get them motherfuckers everything. Them niggas ain't do shit to us but put us in jail and all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? I felt like here's the thing. If Bernie Sanders was the Democratic nominee by default, I would have voted for Bernie because he was the realest nigga in the nominations.
I would have voted for Bernie as well, but
I would have voted. But the thing is, there was no way Hillary was going to get my vote.
Halfway paying for it. That was the only thing with Bernie.
Hillary was not going to get my vote by default. She didn't get my vote when she was running against Obama. And people forget that Hillary Clinton's campaign was the one that started that whole birthering shit with Obama and the whole fucking birth certificate shit.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, in 2007, 2008. Yeah, she did. She personally probably didn't, but her campaign did.
She didn't do that. You say so? Hillary Clinton came out her mouth and said that he was not born here.
Her campaign did. Because at one point in time, her campaign was actually leading in black votes until they realized Obama was an actual nigga.
So you saying Donald Trump didn't carry on for over 2 years when the election was over? From 2011 on up.
I'm just saying, what started that shit when we started questioning about it was when Hillary's campaign brought it up. Hillary campaign was the one that challenged that shit.
Hillary didn't bring that up, though.
Her campaign, the nigga she's paying to help her become the president
what's his name brought that up, and then they deaded it. And they did because he had her on his team. She didn't say nothing else about him.
Because his black ass gave her white ass a job that she couldn't fucking do. I'm just saying, like she couldn't even do that job. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I'm not being slave to these motherfucking Democrats anymore. Like I said, whoever got the best idea, I'm gonna go with whoever the media is putting down, because I feel like if the media is putting so much energy and putting one person down, there's an agenda behind it.
It depends on which media you watch.
I watch all media.
The
consensus is that Donald Trump is unpopular amongst all Americans, but somehow beat the Republicans.
His transition he's going in as the lowest rated president ever. He's like at 38%.
Yeah, but millions still voted for. You know what's
between people's transitions, they usually go up. He went down.
There's
a lot of people. Wait a minute. Hold on. Can I just interject right here?
Go ahead, interject before I get the truth out. Go ahead.
Why are you mad? Because you already telling lies. First of all, Hillary Clinton didn't start the birther argument.
Yes, she did.
An Illinois politician named Andy Martin started it. That's Googleable. Thank you.
Who he worked for?
What?
Who he worked for?
She said Googleable.
No, he was an Illinois politician that was running at the time, and he started it with the whole entire he's a Muslim thing, and then it led into that. So this Andy Martin started he started it first. Andy Martin started the birther issue. And then there were like random people
like
that
Hillary's campaign.
No, there were random people that
was you not around? I'm sure you were born prior to 2008.
In her campaign. What?
I'm sure you were born prior to 2008. You was born in the 90s. I'm sure. You had to witness this shit. I remember this election clear as day. I did not vote for Hillary. I voted Obama over Hillary, and my best friend Terrence voted Hillary over Obama. I was like, nigga, is you stupid? That's what I asked him. Like, just saying. But go ahead, carry on.
But at that I was eligible to vote, but I wasn't able to vote. Here's the thing. Like I said, Hillary didn't start it, though. So don't say that she started it. Just say that her campaign enabled it. Because they enabled it, but they didn't start it. Somebody else started it. Her campaign
tried to gain off of it by helping spread of it.
They did not.
Who was the second most popular person during that time, other than Obama, was Hillary. You know what I mean?
It didn't mean anything. Regardless of who was popular, That doesn't mean that she started it. They say, this is literally what the thing just says, right? There has never been evidence that Clinton or her campaign started the birth of rumors, right? There was never, okay? So it was a movement to a fringe politician in Illinois that started it. Some hardcore Clinton backers circulated the rumors, right? But the campaign itself steered clear. So just because some fucking cheerleaders off on the side was yelling "fuck y'all" doesn't mean that the actual players participated.
Hey, Cakeface, how many sources you got on that? How many sources? I hope you got more than one. You got more than one source on that shit?
I can find more than one.
You got more than one source on that shit right now?
That's what the fuck happened, but I'll find you more than one.
You got more than one source on that shit?
I can find more than one.
You can find. I want to know what you got right now. If you only got one source, I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear this shit.
You don't have to hear it. I said what I said.
Find that shit.
All right, I want to. The only question I got for you guys right now is, what is your state of mind? How do you feel about Trump America? Where do you think America headed? Are we headed into a place worse or better than what we were before? Please sound off, so we can get more onto the future versus the past. Let's get this thing started. What's up, everybody?
My bad, y'all.
It's all good. It's all good. I want to hear from K. Simmons, motherfucker. Please speak up right now.
Bruh, man, y'all been talking this shit this whole time, man. I ain't no politics type of guy. At the end of the day, just like you were saying earlier, man, this probably ain't gonna affect a lot of black folks. At the end of the day, we still gonna be the same shit. Still gonna be the same shit for us every day. Still gonna go to work. Still gonna make this money. Still gonna take care of my family. So, I mean, hey, it'd be some shit though. You know what I think though? It'd be some shit if this nigga fuck around and do some great things. And motherfuckers had to eat their words and shit. That'd be a pleasant surprise. I would really like to see that.
I hope we do, though. I hope he does well. But the thing about it is the shit that everybody else wants him to do, I don't want him to do.
Yeah.
I hope he does well in the sense that he puts in like an infrastructure plan. Democrats been trying to do that for the longest. But Republicans don't want to spend money. But Donald Trump wants to do it. That's the thing that Democrats and Republicans can work together and do. But Republicans have been blocking that shit for 8 years to do an infrastructure plan because they don't want to up the national debt.
Here's the problem: every politician before Trump has been working for George Soros. That's the problem. This nigga doesn't, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. If he fucks up and fails, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not a Trump supporter. I just wasn't going to be voting for Hillary by default. I wasn't going to vote for her because she appealed to black people more. I wasn't going to do that. It's just that's not how you pick the commander in chief, and we've been doing that for so fucking long. And then I also thought about it. This shit is a fucking cycle. It's very rare where you get Democrat as president, unless that same president is serving more than one terms. It has to cycle. It has to cycle. Democrat, Republican. It has to happen. You know, Clinton, Bush, Reagan, Bush, even got Obama money. You know what I mean? Shit like that. It has to happen. So the thing is, I'm not going to put my soul and my future into these politicians expecting a world of change. I'm giving Donald Trump the benefit of a doubt because he said the shit I want to hear. Did I vote for the nigga? No, I didn't. I didn't vote for them.
You didn't want to hear that he said. What is something that you didn't like?
There's nothing he said that I didn't like.
Then why you didn't vote for him then?
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. The media. Because here's the problem. Reason why I didn't vote for him is because, one, Donald Trump is not a real politician and he has no filter, right? He has no filter. But I didn't want to be held to the two people they advertised. Even if CNN didn't want to advertise Donald Trump, they still did because they only promoted negative news about him, keeping him in the media. I was like, all right, I'm not voting for Hillary. I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I was like, this would be the first time an independent wins. It didn't happen. So my vote didn't count.
Oh, you should have knew that wasn't going to happen.
So I would have voted Ralph Nader if he would have ran again. But he on a losing streak.
Is that like my door?
And for anybody who,
the thing is, reason why I don't complain about Trump, and people are arguing and fighting over, oh, Trump picked this man for this and Trump picked that person for that. if you look at all the hand-selected people Trump picked, what they all have in common is wealth, money. They know how to not go broke. And what's wrong with America now? America is broke. All of our debt belongs to China. He's put people in power that has money, that know how to make money. So sure, I can say, oh, he put rich motherfucking elites in the house, and then I can say, wait, he put a bunch of motherfuckers that actually have money in positions.
But that's a contradiction.
It's a contradiction. Go ahead.
It's a contradiction.
Go ahead.
Because Trump said, oh, Goldman Sachs this and Goldman Sachs that. And guess who he went to? Goldman Sachs. And hired a bunch of people from Goldman Sachs.
Goldman Sachs?
Shit. Or,
Goldman Sachs. I'm sorry, I'm just
That's
correcting you.
Wall
Goldman
Street.
Sachs.
People don't know who Goldman Sachs is. That's Wall Street. That's Steve Mnuchin. That's the guy who foreclosed on people's houses in 08 and 09.
But here's the problem. Where do you think Donald Trump came from? Donald Trump ain't no bum off the street. You know what I mean?
I never said no bum off the street. I never said that.
I'm just saying, but where do you think he came from? Where do you think he came from?
That's like putting Ben Carson in for HUD just because he lived in the inner city. And Ben Carson is a fantastic surgeon. Why not you put him?
Why niggas ain't vote for him? Huh? Why niggas ain't vote for him? Why niggas ain't vote for him?
People didn't vote for Ben Carson. He even said out his own mouth that he wasn't how can you say what did he say? That shit was hilarious. I say, how the fuck you go for a position and you say you not even you don't even have the qualifications for it? He said that out of his own mouth. He wasn't qualified for the job.
Sorry for the brief intermission. If you believe the Bush family killed the Kennedys, man, you gotta be a dumbass. I'm sorry. I follow all the conspiracies. I remember that conspiracy of Bush family killing the Kennedy family. I don't believe the bullshit. At the end of the day, if you're a president, you got bloodlines ties to something that I don't have bloodlines tied to. So at the end of the day, I don't want to hear that bullshit. Kill that conspiracy. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you guys one thing right now. This whole Trump thing killed a lot of conspiracies for me. Because here's the problem. I thought if the voting shit was rigged, Trump wouldn't have won. He won the actual real votes, right? And I feel like, all right, now that he beat that system, they're not going to let him make it past inauguration. The nigga wasn't shot. So I was like, oh, shit. I don't think the shit is motherfucking rigged. So that just killed like 3 conspiracies that YouTubers been making money off of over the last 4 years or so. So it is what it is. I do want to know what you guys...
I know.
Go ahead.
He won because he pandered to Pennsylvania, Ohio, and what's the other middle state in America?
He won. Let me let you in on a little secret. Let me let you in on a little secret, cunt girl. You want to hear a secret, cunt?
15 to 20 electoral college votes.
You want to hear a secret, crunk? You want to hear a secret, crunk? Why did the Clintons cater to the black folks? Why? Because we ain't the motherfucking minority. We are not the minority. They cater to us for us to vote. And obviously, if black people came out to vote like they voted for Obama's black ass or light-skinned ass or vanilla ass, she would have won the motherfucking vote. Black people voted for Obama. The same black people didn't vote for Hillary's.
Hey man, you better show some respect to Barry, G.
Who?
You better show some respect to Barry.
Who's Barry? Oh, Barack. I'm sorry, Barack. All right. Here's the thing. I'm not under the impression that blacks are the minority. I know that's the common belief. And fuck MTV for grouping blacks, homosexuals, and transsexuals as the same thing as we share common interests. That's not the motherfucking point. No, we don't. We've went through different struggles than gay people have. Now, I am not homophobic. I am not transphobic, but I'm not willing to concede that, hey, we share the same struggle. So MTV, fuck you and stop trying to create this fucking sidearm race war that you're trying to do. Your content sucks. If you want the real shit, subscribe to Apples and Oranges, subscribe to KidSmoove, and you'll get the real shit.
Got that plug in there, huh?
I'm sorry. This shit was bothering me. It was hurting me in my heart because I'm sick of MTV speaking for minorities. Them motherfuckers are some bullshitting bastards. You know what these motherfuckers think? These niggas are slick as fuck.
Why?
Tupac had the most illest interview ever, right? These motherfuckers banned it. Them motherfucking conservatives. They were conservatives for a while. They banned this motherfucker, right? And when the time was right, they want to reveal this interview 20 some odd years later to show that Tupac was anti-Trump when Tupac was anti-politicians to begin with.
Yeah, so, he was anti-Washington, period.
Yes.
And he didn't believe in government, period. He was like, why all these people got all this money, but we still got poor? Like, we got all this money, and we still got poor people.
So, fuck MTV. And for all those black people that are doing those MTV news videos to show that there's some inequality bullshit, fuck you, because you're cooning to the fucking max. And for everybody that calls me a coon for not fucking falling in line for being a Trump hater, fuck you too. I'm not a coon, and your definition of a coon is incorrect, motherfuckers. Look it up, bitches. Just to be completely fucking honest with you guys, because these niggas be saying coon out of no fucking where. It's like coon. Motherfucker, that's not what a coon means. Cooning is the shit that these motherfucking Negroes do in Chicago, shooting the niggas up and shit. That's cooning. Entertaining the white man is fucking cooning. Not me agreeing that, hey, maybe this motherfucker got a shot isn't cooning. Maybe me not being following what every nigga say is I don't agree with you. I agree with this person. That's not me cooning. That's me not falling in line to what you believe in. That's me not being a slave to what they want us to do. So please, motherfucker, you niggas say, oh, I'm woke. Woke my ass. Go back to motherfucking sleep, because you ain't awake, nigga. What you are is incorrect and you're misinformed. Stop bullshitting. If you were awake, you wouldn't be kissing these motherfucking Democrats' asshole. If you were awake, nigga, every white person in the world isn't racist to you at the end of the day. It's like, stop with the bullshit. Stop. Here's the thing. We're living in a time where we're actually promoting we're promoting segregation. We're promoting racism. We're promoting all the shit that we were against. We're promoting all the shit that Martin Luther King was against, that we swear up and down that we were with him and we're celebrating his holiday and shit. We're against that because we're promoting shit. Nigga, niggas is asking me because I comment on the shit that's on the news. You a Trump supporter? Shit, nigga. Like, it's like if I'm wearing a blue flag or a red flag. These motherfuckers is dangerous. It is dangerous. I am not with the shit. It's like don't ask, don't tell. Niggas don't have to say if they gay and fucking, and they don't have to announce that they're gay. It's like, shit, no. I'm not a Trump supporter. Don't kick my ass. Don't burn down my limousine. Don't fuck up my neighborhood. Don't fuck up my cousin's liquor store because I decided to vote for fucking Trump. You motherfuckers are fucking crazy. I'm just saying, it's just like we live in a fucked up world, and niggas is like, it's like we're slaves. It's like if you run against the pack, if you speak against the pack, niggas gotta excommunicate you. Niggas excommunicating Steve Harvey. Niggas is dissing Chrisette Michele for trying to make a little money. She performing. That's your woke ass fault for being broke. Her ass just made $5 million, you dumb motherfucker. Like, come on.
She didn't make no $5 million.
She made more. I tell you this. She made more than my black ass. She made more than my black ass, and I worked an 8.5-hour shift. She made more than me for just singing. Like, goddamn. This ain't all these artists coming out saying, oh, I'm not singing this. As if they're going to get a badge of honor.
This is great.
I'm mad at her.
Yo.
I'm not mad at her for performing. I'm mad at when she came out with that lame ass excuse talking about she want to be a bridge. Bitch, what bridge?
No. But she being legit, though. She's being legit.
Shut up. You talked out for about 15 minutes.
My bad.
And I went on. Chrisette Michele, bitch, if you needed the money, all you had to say was I needed the money and been done with it. But you came out with that excuse of a seat at the table and a bridge.
You know why?
You singing, hey, hold up. You singing is not gonna solve a goddamn thing. I can go up there and sing and it ain't gonna solve the issues that we got in this nation. You think singing gonna solve some shit? Do you? You think you going to sing at the inauguration is gonna solve?
Yes, it does. Cause I ain't the dumb
you know,
nigga that's boycotting shit I don't know.
Shit, we still got motherfuckers dying every day. We had motherfuckers die today.
You know how many niggas died by white cops under the Obama administration?
Hold up. I talked for 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, Crunk. I'll let you go. Let me go. Let me stop.
No interruption. What table are you sitting at? What issues did you bring up? If you wanted the money, just take the money and told people y'all motherfuckers ain't buying my CDs, so I took the money. Stop faking and trying to be fake woke like you a fucking bridge. Bitch, you ain't no goddamn bridge. Stop it. Ain't no sitting at no goddamn table. You want to be a bridge? Take goddamn Michael Eric Dyson with you when you go in there and talk to Trump. Don't take a basketball player, a football player, some shit that you think everybody would. No, talk to some people that actually know what the fuck is going on in the community, and not these people who don't give a fuck about you. Because Kanye damn sure don't give a fuck about no goddamn inner city. He need to be caring about his own well-being.
He's from the inner city.
Yeah.
That don't mean give back either. When the last time you heard Kanye giving back to fucking Chicago?
Hey, just because you don't hear about it don't mean you don't do it.
No, I'm just saying in general. How much do you hear about him having a fucking fashion line that's affordable? Nigga, he been kissing white people's asses for the last 5 years for them to give him a seat at the table so he can be the Ralph Lauren of America. He been kissing white people's asses for 5 years. Stop
so
it.
I have blacks. Niggas been kissing Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton's asshole anus for 20 some odd years. And what have that done? Landed their black asses in jail with the 3-strike law. Them niggas ain't got shit to say.
Oh my god.
Let me just say something on that.
You niggas is wild, man.
She got fucking slaughtered the other day. She got slaughtered. I wasn't even mad at her. That shit, if she would have just said I did it for the money, I wouldn't even care. At least she was telling the truth.
Right, that's one thing.
Hey, how long they be kissing their ass, Smooth?
Nigga, actually, we've been kissing their ass for years. I'm talking about since civil rights. Once the first white Since the first Caucasian president said he was with civil rights, we started looking at assholes.
Are you talking?
Since
because
then.
I can't hear you.
You can hear me now?
I can't hear you either, bro.
Can you hear me now?
I'm glad I can't hear him. Go ahead. So
can you
at least get a word
time
out.
out? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
People are gonna still can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You'll be mad at me for saying this, and y'all can be mad. I still love you. I think you're great. But in all honesty,
can you guys hear me?
Segregation was the best thing that could happen for black people. We had our own businesses. Mm-hmm. We had our own banks. We had our own everything. We supported ourselves in our own movement.
Can you guys hear me?
We were aware of the things that were going on that were keeping us from progressing.
Can you guys hear me?
And we're willing to work towards fixing them. Now, people are so infatuated with their iPhones and their J's and their little bit of freedom. And they don't give a fuck about nothing. You can't even go loan for somewhere and have a reasonable interest rate and get what you need in order to be successful. You can't do it because you're black.
All right. So, you know what happened?
I feel you on that in a sense to where we don't put our money in black wealth anymore. We don't put our money in black banks.
Because we fucking selfish.
We don't invest in black businesses like I think we should.
Because we selfish.
We don't have too many Black Wall Streets. The only Black Wall Street I think we have right now is the closest thing to a Black Wall Street is Atlanta and Harlem. And that's about it.
Oh no, Atlanta producing too many weird motherfuckers.
Because black people don't support black people, right? Now, this is a double-edged sword on that, right? I will support your business if your stuff is quality. Don't get your cheap ass up on AliExpress, buy that cheap shit, throw your sticker up on there, and then mark the price and want me to pay for it, and then it'll fall apart.
I'm about to say something that's going to offend a lot of people. I'm going to say something that's going to offend a lot of people.
Because they got the quality stuff.
No,
White
I
people
have to
are
because it's the
famous for
truth.
doing a half-assed job and wanting to get a full payout.
Can you guys hear me?
Do the motherfucking work, okay, and then get the coins. If you do the work, you can get the coins. The other problem with black people, let me just go ahead. Y'all know about black people. I ride for y'all all the time, okay?
No, you don't.
Stop letting this government break up your homes and stop laying down with people that don't give 4 fucks about you, okay? If they ain't give 4 fucks about you in the beginning, they're not gonna give 4 fucks about you after you push out a baby.
Right.
And that's why you out here sucking dick and fucking people. And,
Whoa.
Oh
Damn.
Lord, goddamn! I'm just tired of these celebrities with these photo ops instead of telling us what the hell was talked about
All right.
and being like, well, we talked about this, that, and the other. Everybody, oh, he's such a great man.
Yeah.
Fuck the great man. Shit,
Hold
you
on.
want him there to talk to the man about
Wait.
shit.
Can I get a word? Can
Right.
I work? Can
You
KidSmoove
telling
get a
these
word?
lies and pumping his ass up for no reason.
Please tell me you guys can hear me.
Whatever was said to you within Smooth, we can't hear you. I don't know what you're doing, but we can't hear you.
Fuck.
Okay? Like, whatever is going on behind those doors, we don't know nothing about it. We just know that you come prancing back out here talking about some, he's great. He's amazing. Well, guess what? Do you know how many people said someone was great and amazing after they dick them down? You can get dick down so good and the person still be shit, okay? The dick is good, but they ain't shit, okay? So Trump could have sat there and told you any great, amazing things, and he still ain't shit. But when you come to think of it, like Crunk said, he's not talking to the people that matter. He's not talking to Eric Dyson. He's not talking to Farrakhan. He's not talking to any of the black leaders at all, because they're people that can give him legitimate conversation. Tell him, look, this is where you're fucking up. They're gonna tell him, this is where you're fucking up. This is what you need to do. And X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, they can tell them whatever they want to.
Can you guys
Black
hear me?
people have nothing.
Please let me
We
know
have
you can hear
no
me.
party that's going to go up there and be like, look, either you're going to do this for us, or we're going to block your ass at every single turn. There's nobody to go up there and say, look, we have this amount of money to contribute to your cause or to your campaign or whatever the case may be if you do X, Y, and Z for us. Black people need to fucking organize. Wake up.
Can you guys hear me?
What do
Please
y'all
tell me you
want
can
from
hear
Trump?
me. Please tell me you can hear me.
I don't
Please.
want a damn thing.
What do I want from him?
Mm-hmm.
What I want that motherfucker not to get us blown up by China and fucking North Korea.
Somebody out there,
The man and you see KidSmoove back there, but didn't he say earlier that he wished his mouth wasn't the way it is? Trump's mouth is gonna be the worst of him.
Yeah,
Can-
but
can-
besides that, what do you want him to do for black people? Like, what do y'all want him
when
to
it
do?
comes to black people, I wouldn't mind him taking a look at Chicago, taking a look at Detroit, taking a look at a lot of these urban areas. But the thing is, about district is fucking Buckhead. If
Can you guys
anybody
hear
knows
me, please? Tell me you can hear
Oh
me.
yeah, we finally hear you now.
All right, let me just slaughter everything that was
Can I
just
get it
said.
out?
I need to just slaughter
Get it out, we get it out
everything
before
that
you
was
start,
just
man.
said right now. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish, Crunk, because you got a lot to say. But I'm about to just.
No, I didn't have a lot to say. It was just that when it comes to black people, I wouldn't mind him talking to not the rappers and stuff like that. If he wants to be extremely serious, I wish he would talk to some of the other people. You know what I'm saying? Not
But about what though? Like what?
What
What
you mean? Like
exactly?
I just said it about.
And this is where your resident KidSmoove comes to correct everybody.
Gun laws.
I'm gonna say this right now. I love my black brothers and sisters, but black people are motherfucking stupid. You know why? Because this is why they become stupid, right? Because here's the thing. Black people, I'm gonna say this right now. Black people is the master race. They don't know it. They're trained to feel the inferior. They're trained to feel inferior. They're the master race. Nigga, like, people are complaining that black people were getting photo ops with Donald Trump. Where the fuck was you Negroes when Hillary Clinton was doing the same shit? She had a goddamn concert ran for her dumb ass. What about Bill Clinton's ass? What about that nigga? All this nigga had to do was cheat on his wife to get the black vote again. Like, come on. Like, what about there was all this shit. It's like, it doesn't take much to get the black folks a vote, to get the black folks attention.
Yeah,
They
no.
don't take
All you gotta
shit.
do is listen to rap music.
All you
I
gotta
bet you
do
right
is
now.
do the Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. You look like a dumb motherfucking monkey, like a dumbass, and we ready to vote for your dumbass. No, this is the fucking truth. Our standards is low as fuck. We settle for less. We settle for bullshit. And when we let these motherfuckers tell us that, oh, this is a problem, we have to hear a white person say this is racist for us to fucking react. We don't react for ourselves. So this is the shit, the bullshit niggas is saying, oh, he taking photo ops. I'm like, no. Where was the fuck yo ass 6 months ago when Hillary Clinton was fucking selling her soul, dick and pussy for black photos? Like, what the fuck? Like, where? Like, how has that become a problem? Like, how do you forget?
What should have sold their soul for anything? First of all, they don't give 4 fucks about the black vote. Every single black person in America
you're misunderstanding how important the black vote is. You know what? The thing is, your thought is that we are actually the minority. We're not the minority.
No,
that's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think. But the thing is, so why are they working so hard for your vote?
Just that if we organize, we didn't have to be the minority. We're stronger than people think we are.
Yes, we are. We are. But why the 9 to 5 for your vote? Why the 9 to 5 for your vote if we're the minority? Why the 9 to 5?
What I'm saying, Smooth, is if black people come together, and I said this last week, if black people come together and organize appropriately, right, then what we want and what we say will matter. But because black people are so fucking selfish and so ignorant to the things that are going on around them and don't give a fuck about anything but their motherfucking self and what food stamps they can get and what J's they can get for the low, that they don't care about nothing else. Stop thinking everything is fucking supposed to be for free, because it's not. You gotta pay for shit in this world. So black people organize and put their money together the way they are.
This is why I can't stand all the motherfucking fuck niggas who careers was going. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you guys one thing, right? Pay attention to all these anti-Trump rants, because all these motherfucking stars that's coming out are niggas who careers went down the fucking drain and who needs a revival. The best thing to get your career back up and running if you were a star back in the day is to talk shit about Trump. To tell the black people, like, hey, don't talk about that nigga. No. This is what niggas is doing. They're jumping on the bandwagon, right? And trying to show that they have a fucking purpose. That is not the case. Niggas can't think for themselves. If black people thought for themselves, this shit would have ended a long time ago. We are stronger than what they think. We are more powerful than what they believe. We last longer. Our skin is stronger. Our mind is stronger. But the thing is, we're so fucking weak because they own us.
I asked him, he said that people are trying to get their careers back. Who?
You mean T.I.? T.I. with his black fucking eye. Who knocked his ass out? Like, no, I'm just saying. T.I. Who else? D.L. Hughley, funny motherfucking coon ass. Like,
D.L. Hughley
T.I. is down yet. What the hell are you talking about?
Who? T.I. When the last time T.I. had a platinum fucking album? What about D.L. Hughley? When the last time he sold out a fucking show?
Think about it. D.L. Hughley has been on radio for how long?
So how long? He ain't been shit for how long?
What?
He ain't been shit for how long? I'm being fucking honest.
What?
I'm being honest. Fuck the nigga. No. You know what? You know what pissed me off about D.L. Hughley? It's like he pick and chooses.
His rant. I saw it.
He pick and chooses when the fuck he want to speak. Like, you know what I mean? I hate when black people do that shit. It's like, if you love the race, be the race, embrace it. Point out all the bullshit. It's like, be consistent.
I get what you're saying, but if you love the race, right? I get what you're saying. If you love the race and be for the race, all that is fine and dandy, okay? But you can't be for people that are not for themselves. Black people are not for themselves.
Here's a question. It's telling other blacks.
You talking about people trying to get their careers back, and you say T.I. and D.L. Hughley. There's way more people who are high A-listers who are talking about him too.
Here's and a lot of these people,
and
guess what they are? They're in a minority.
Celebrities that people talk about, they used to be the same people we are. They had to get where they didn't have a silver spoon in their mouth.
Yeah, guess what? But guess what? Tupac. When Tupac talks about Trump,
like
when
that.
Tupac
Like,
talked about
all
Trump,
these
Trump wasn't
celebrities
running for
started off
president.
money.
When Tupac talked
think
about
a lot of
Trump,
these-
he wasn't running for president. So why wait? When Tupac talked about Trump, he wasn't running for
a lot of niggas
president.
never liked Trump. There's a lot of motherfuckers who didn't like Trump before he was president.
No,
What
there's
the
a
fuck
lot
you
of
do?
niggas that like Trump. Otherwise, it
No,
wouldn't
there
use
was
him
a
in
lot
his
of people who
rhymes.
didn't like Trump.
And let's be real. Let's be
You wanna know
let's
what
be real.
though? Trump is the same thing. A lot of these people say they didn't like, but they
Tupac
want.
talked about Bill
They don't
Clinton.
like
He talked
celebrities.
about
They
his
don't like
bitch ass
that.
Vice President Bob
It's
Dole.
celebrity.
He talked about
Trump-
Donald Trump.
look.
He was like, this is the thing is like
Look,
these niggas is
look.
fake.
You
They're
know
doing
what,
they're
though?
jumping on the
This
bandwagon. I'm not going to
I
support
get.
the nigga because he's black. Telling me
You know,
who I
that's the
should and should I
hypocritical
not
shit that I
support.
talk about
Like fuck
Trump and
that.
his supporters, though. People are so against the Hollywood establishment, the people who don't know what they're talking about. But isn't Trump the same fucking billionaire that's a narcissistic asshole who's always been that way since forever, since before The Apprentice? He's the same thing that they voted against. Some people that I know who are Trump supporters don't even care for Trump. They just wanted something completely different. They didn't give a fuck who it was.
But that's what happens when you
Like
have
that.
left-wing media producing this bullshit in your head.
So you think
The-
right wing media is any better? Have
No,
you
it's
Anything,
right.
I don't support this. I don't support the whole bullshit that we have. The thing is, we're all right now. Even though I named this show after Trump, we're all participating in the game, right? And we're picking sides.
Left wing media. The left wing is doing the right wing is doing the same thing. The right wing is doing the same thing that the left wing is doing.
Here's the thing about the left wing. You know who's more popular for a reason?
When
When you think of conservative, when you think of right wing, when you think of Republican, you think of racism. When you think of left wing, you think of black people. The job of the left wing, the job of the Democrats, to continue to keep black folks feeling oppressed and down, and that they have no power. That is their job. Because the more we feel like that, the more we will continue to vote for them. The more we will continue to support them. The more we will stay in the positions that we are. The more we will rely on government assistance. But the thing is, we're too fucking dumb to wake up from the bullshit. So we just sit there, oh, he's right. Oh, she's right. So I'm going to follow this because we're too fucking lazy to get up off our asses and do and get a fucking job.
You talk about welfare and public assistance. White people, you know this, right? You know Caucasians, they take up most of the space when it comes to percentages of welfare, food stamps. It's not black people.
Yeah, but let's be honest. That's only because it's more of them, though. It's only because it's more of them.
The reason that the majority of it is when people think government assistance and they put it with black people, right? Look at abortion clinics, right? That's mainly visited by black women, right? So the majority, not all, there's a lot of other races that go to. Then you look at when people go on to assistances like housing, they go on to assistances like food stamps and stuff, such like that, especially with the housing, right? A lot of the times, the thing that you have to remember is it's built to separate the family. And that is the whole entire basis for a lot of the racism that comes to black people, is the separation and the dismantlement of the black people. It separates the family. The woman and the child goes into this government assisted living, and the man is literally not supposed to be there. If you're married, if you have a husband or something like that, guess what? You're not getting housing assistance. You got to be a single mom.
And guess who meets that fold? Guess who meets that? The black woman. You know why? It's the job to keep the man away. It's so easy. It's so easy to go against a black man. Like, you don't understand. This shit is so easy, and we fall right into the trap every time.
But you also got to realize about the complex when it comes to the jail systems too, because all that ain't about. Most of the Republicans deal with that shit. Because if you watch, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if you watched this documentary on Netflix from Ava DuVernay, called 13th. Go watch it. 13th Amendment. For people who don't know what the 13th Amendment is, the 13th Amendment is a law that was put into place to keep black people down and keep black people locked up. and it's used in a whole lot of different ways. When it comes to like people in jail making less than minimum wage, or people who, now that they found out that all these people were making money off of the backs of black people in jail, now they're doing it outside of jail. When it comes to people wearing what you call those things they put around their legs,
The ankle monitor.
ankle monitor. People make money off of those.
Of course they do. Everything in this world
instead of them making money off of you in jail, now all of a sudden they're making money you walking around your house every day.
Right.
And people get mad at Obama because he let go of all these people out of jail for petty offenses, even offenses where they didn't even hurt anybody. It was like basically jail offenses. And they got mad at Obama for that. I'm like, no, I believe everybody deserves a second chance.
Right. But look, let me tell you something, right? These jails make all this money off of people going into jail.
I'm telling you,
the woman that the lab
13th. Watch it.
They're the woman, she was a lab tech, right? And she literally made all of these people's like DNA tests and stuff come back positive, matching them to crimes they did not commit. Do you think she's the only person that's doing this? No. Because she only got 3 to 5 years for sentencing people to years and years in prison. She is not the only person doing this. She's not the only person doing that. She's not the only person.
I'm against wrongful convictions, but I do understand that all prison is legal slavery. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna feel any bad for niggas working and shit, or whoever's in prison making shit and they're not making any income off of it. That's all it is. Is the shit that we signed into law. Prison is legal. It's legal slavery. That's all it is. Like, you are owned by the state. If you're in a prison,
it's a lot more shit that comes with that too. Though.
It's a lot of shit, but it's legal slavery.
It's a place to.
Here's a problem. There's a system in place. There's a system in place that we're not forced into, but we just volunteer and we stay within that system. There's a reason. Here's the thing. I hate when niggas blame shit on white supremacy, right? If everything was blamed on white supremacy, I wouldn't have the job that I have. You know what I mean? I can't say white supremacy is responsible for this. If white supremacy is responsible for this, then I'm supposed to be in jail. Pretty much. I understand. Don't fall into the trap that you're supposed to go into. If you feel, if the system is set up, it's your job to work your way out of it. But the thing is, we work in the same cycle. We stroke off and fucking beat off the people that we claim working for us, so we stay in that comfortable position. Why are black people afraid of Trump again? What the fuck? Like, what the hell did this nigga ever say? To black people.
Have you lost your mother?
No, my mind is in my motherfucking dome where it's always been. Please explain to me what this nigga said to niggas.
So you think stop and frisk is great?
He completely.
So here's the thing I'm going to say about stop and frisk, right?
He's supporting the both of them. He is against the development of women and their own personal rights. This man feels like he can support whoever the fuck he wants to.
Do you have any factual evidence that says he's personally against women in their developmental stages?
No!
What?
Have you not been watching the fucking interviews? Have you not been watching him give his speeches? Have you not been watching him on television? Have you not heard?
That's evangelicals.
Did he just give Linda McMahon a job? Like, what is Linda McMahon doing?
Smooth, let me ask you a question. When it comes to female and their productive of them having abortions or whatnot, why do you think he defunded Planned Parenthood for that very reason?
Here's the thing about see, I'm glad. See, I ain't want to be the fucking asshole to fucking talk about this situation about Planned Parenthood. Here's the thing. I'm not going to speak on Planned. I understand both. I understand both sides of Planned Parenthood and defending it, and that wasn't really him promoting that. That was actually the fucking McDonald's looking ass motherfucker that been promoting that shit. What's his name? Paul Ryan, that fucking nigga, that the first Republican to win the Democratic.
He been wanting to do that for the fucking longest.
He been wanting to do that shit for the longest. Here's the thing about the whole Planned Parenthood. I'm sick and tired of women organizing themselves to come up with an excuse of how to kill a baby instead of coming up with conclusions of how to prevent being in that fucking
It's the
position
same
to begin
thing.
with.
What do you think
No,
Planned Parenthood
you don't have to be in that position.
Let me ask you a question.
Why
What
should
does
it be the
Planned
government's
Parenthood
job to determine,
do?
hey, we're gonna pay for you to kill your baby? Why that shit? I don't think that should be a federal job. I think that should be a state thing.
Do you know what
First of all,
Planned Parenthood does? Tell
I
me
know
one thing.
what Planned Parenthood, they do more than just kill babies. I know. They do more than just that. They do a lot more than just that. I understand and I appreciate everything they do. They do what every other actual doctor can do. I'm not saying that I'm against or for Planned Parenthood or for abortion or anything like that. But I have no opinion or no matter in it. So I'm not going to say, I'm just saying, I'm. If you ask me an opinion about it, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm against it or for it. I'm just saying it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. At the end of the day, right, no one's actually forced to be in positions that they are in. We have a choice. People are forgetting we actually have a choice as Americans. You have a choice whether you want to get pregnant or not. You have a choice whether you want to have unprotected sex or not. You have a choice to do anything you want. So when I say I'm pro-life, I'm pro everything else that has to do with it. I'm pro having protective sex. I'm pro having fucking responsibility. You know what I mean? I'm pro for all that shit. So when niggas ask me about abortion and funding that shit like that, is it really the government's job to fund that shit? Honestly, I think federal government should have less hand of everything, and everything else should be up to the state that you live in. That's how I feel. It's your state decides to do that. That's up to the state. But go ahead.
You know why? To the federal government, so that it's uniform from state to state to state to state. One state. No, listen to what I'm about to tell you. One state should not have more benefits than the next state, especially when it comes to things like Planned Parenthood. You have these states taking sexual education out of schools, and then you have 13-year-olds walking around here with their damn belly stuck out. Have you lost your mind?
Stop fucking! That's not. It's like who? Like what the fuck? Like who? Like let's create books to tell you once again to stop fucking unprotected. Like who? Like come on, man! Like really?
The majority of their day in school. The majority of
nigga, no. Let me break this down for you. It is not the board of education to raise these fucking kids. It is the job of the parents to raise these motherfucking kids.
But you still should have sex ed in school, though.
Your child's day. The majority of your child's day is spent in a school.
So do your motherfucking job and teach your kid as much as you can before you send his ass to fucking school, which is a failed system.
Guess what? But guess what? How many times were you told something one time and you got it as a child? Children need to hear things more than one time, and they need to hear a different environment because everybody it's a motherfucking village.
Let's do this, Cake. Let's. You know how we're having this discussion? We have complete two opposites frame of thinking. You think school told me to say this shit? No, I had other influences to think for my motherfucking self. Exactly. If I learned everything from school, shit, I wouldn't know shit on Black history.
Think that we don't? Why do you think we didn't have that? To be honest, me and her both are women. Me and her both have been. I've had pregnancy scares before. That doesn't mean my mom didn't teach me anything, and that doesn't mean school didn't.
It was hard-headed. It was hard-headed. I know. Sex is undeniable. People like to have unprotected sex. At the end of the day, there's no matter how many books you can read, no matter how many stats out there, if you fuck unprotected, you have a high percentage chance of getting impregnated. Why should we invest more money to tell you not to fuck unprotected?
In school, I'm glad I had it because there's a lot of things that I think a lot of kids do need to know while they're in school.
Need to know. And here's the thing,
but what you do with it, it's on you. But at least if I teach you something, that's just like a parent. Once you teach your son something, after that, it's on him to go out in the real world and put it into good use.
So we want everybody else to be the backup plan. We got to be the backup plan. The government needs to be the backup plan for your mistakes.
First of all, first and foremost, okay, it is a parent's job to sit down and explain to their child sex and all the dangers and things that come with it. That's first and motherfucking foremost. Second and foremost, your child spends the majority of their day in school. There are a very large amount of kids that have no respect for what the fuck their parents say, but have more respect for what the teacher says.
You know why? Hold on. You want to know why? Go ahead, finish. Now it's that question for you quick. Go ahead.
There's children that are going to school and they don't have a family. They're living in foster care. They're living in group homes. They're living in the church basement. They don't have someone to tell them about sexual wellness. They have none of that. And people need to hear things in more than one place in order for it to stick to them. So there's nothing wrong with taking it out, having it in the schools. If you take it out of the schools, right, you take away more learning environment. Children need learning environments, okay? You need it at home. You need it in the street. You need it at school. It takes a village. And kids need to hear things more than one time, more than from one person. You need multiple sources. Didn't you tell me earlier you need multiple sources? You need multiple sources. And there's a bunch of parents out here that don't know a lot of things about sex that somebody at the school knows. Like there's adults right now that don't know that you can get herpes and chlamydia and other STDs while you have a condom on. They don't know that. But guess what? If your kid has fucking sexual wellness at school, they would motherfucking know that. Now, wouldn't they?
All right, question. You want to hear this shit? You expecting schools to teach students that while the teachers are too busy fucking the students. This has been a record number of fucking 25-year-old teachers and younger fucking the shit out of these students. But you expect them to pass that knowledge on. That's why I believe in teaching at home. Teaching the shit they won't teach you in schools.
Did I say not to teach it at home?
Huh?
I said teach at home, but like I said, there are things that grown-ass adults don't know about sex. It's scary and it's ridiculous.
Because most of the adults nowadays have babies at 15.
You can give somebody herpes if you have a condom on. You don't know you can give somebody chlamydia if you have a condom on. You don't know that there are fucking STDs that live dormant in your system that are still passable to other people, even if you don't know that you have it. People don't fucking know that because they never went through an actual sexual wellness class that discussed it. If you don't have someone that knows the facts to sit down and tell you something, then how the fuck are you supposed to sit there and tell your child? Because you don't know, because you were never fucking taught.
All right, so is that the job of the schools or Planned Parenthood?
But see, this is my thing. It
starts at home. It starts in school, right? Then you have the kids, or you have the young women that go out here. They don't have health insurance, okay? Or they do have health insurance, but they're afraid to tell their parents or afraid to tell their loved one that, hey, this is going on, right? So they go to Planned Parenthood, where guess what? You can get free STD tests. You can get birth control. You can get condoms. You can get sexual wellness. You can get all kinds of different things. There's people out here that don't get a monthly exam. Like women, hello, you after 21, you need a pap smear, bitch. Go get someone to dig around in your vagina hole and make sure you don't have ovarian cancer. Go to fucking...
Alright. I'm sorry to do this to you guys. For those who are underage and watching, do not fuck, you will get killed. Or you will have babies. Those are the two main things that happen. After you fuck, you will either die or you will have kids. Alright? So don't fuck, right? Curiosity kills the fucking cat. Alright? So if our school system is fucked up, and apparently our parents is fucked up for not telling you. But I'm sick and tired of everything's. Here's the thing is, the thing about the community is that too many people send their kids to school to get raised, and it's not supposed to be that way. Right, I was raised at home, like
I mean, so was I, but there's still things that I didn't know, or I did know, and I got more assurance when I had classes on it.
Like we had classes on it, but what about Planned Parenthood? Right. Planned Parenthood was the fucking Plan E, pretty much. After you done learned about the shit, after your parents told you about the shit, after schools done told you about the shit, you went to Planned Parenthood after getting knocked the fuck up or diseased the fuck up, and you had to fix the shit.
Planned Parenthood does, right? I'll say this: I'm not a person to get pregnant and abort my child. but I'm more pro-choice than anything. I don't want nobody telling me what to do with my body.
Right.
Not even the government.
Nobody tells
Nobody.
you.
It should be my choice because it's my body.
Have to go.
So with Planned Parenthood, there's more things to do with Planned Parenthood than abortions.
So are you telling me
there's searching for cancer, biopsies.
There's also St. Jude.
Getting condoms, getting classes on
cheap.
They do all of that, and most of the stuff that Planned
Parenthood.
So
you're telling me Planned Parenthood? How long has Planned Parenthood been around?
Shit, it's been around for a while.
And you telling me they stopped teen pregnancy? They stopped the spread of STDs? For as long as Planned Parenthood been around, all this fucked up shit been around. So I'm not saying I'm not promoting the existence of Planned Parenthood, but I'm not going to give them all the credit for teaching niggas not to do dumb shit. Like,
so guess what? If you fucking had sexual wellness in school, niggas will know not to do dumb shit.
If you say they do defund Planned Parenthood, and a lot of these girls do have to have the babies that they can't abort, then what happens to, welfare? All of that shit is going to skyrocket. Everything that most Republicans can't stand is going to skyrocket. And I believe in this a lot. I'm telling people, you can't force a female to have a kid who is not ready.
So don't force her to fuck. She don't gotta fuck. She does not have to fuck. Like what the fucking is an option. It's not. You do not have to fuck to live.
It's her choice to be able to get an abortion.
That you don't understand because you have a dick swinging between your legs. That's first and foremost. Okay. Let me explain something to you that you don't understand. Okay. Accidents happen. There's women that get pregnant.
You can say no.
Wait, let me finish. There's women that get pregnant through condoms. There's women that go get IUDs. They still get pregnant, right? So let's say a woman is pregnant, right? She's pregnant or whatever. Guess what? She still has to go get the prenatal checkups. Do you understand that Planned Parenthood helps with that? So is she supposed to not have a healthy baby because you don't want there to be Planned Parenthood?
Wasn't supposed to have a baby at all if you wasn't ready. No, I'm just saying. Like, I mean,
she's having the baby. She's having the baby, right? But guess what? Y'all motherfuckers running around here telling them, we don't want the ACA. We don't want Obamacare. We don't want unified health insurance. We don't want everybody to have insurance.
And we don't want you fucking unprotected or fucking at all. Is this thing called abstinence?
Have her prenatal, right? Do you know how much a fucking prenatal checkup costs? Do you know how much?
Hey, guess what? But guess what? Guess what?
Let me explain something else to you. SmooV. There are conditions that women have, right? Don't laugh. There's conditions
where your girlfriend at? Because she I know she know about all this shit.
There's conditions that women have, right? That contribute to them not having a healthy pregnancy. And if they don't have health insurance, then getting the care and the medication that they need is impossible because they cannot afford it. And Planned Parenthood helps these women that cannot afford the cost to go through a pregnancy. You don't want to give up the baby, but you don't want them to get the fucking health care that they need in order to have a healthy pregnancy.
I understand what you're saying.
You don't have to fucking carry a child for 9 months. You don't have to push that motherfucker out. And you damn sure don't have to care for it by yourself when that motherfucker that knocked you up fucking leaves.
There's single dads that exist.
That shit alone unless you have a fucking vagina.
Damn, but I mean, you can't grow the egg without the sperm. I'm just saying. I mean,
every month, then you can talk about motherfucking Planned Parenthood.
Here's the problem. You're relying on a backup plan.
You can fucking talk about Planned Parenthood, but until you do, then don't fucking talk about it because you're not gonna carry a child. You're not gonna fucking have a period, and you're not gonna fucking push that motherfucker out.
I'm sorry. That's how God made men. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. You want everybody else to be responsible. You want everybody else to be responsible for your fuck ups. Why should everybody else pay for your fuck ups? Nobody told you to go ahead and open the legs and let this dumbass nigga with no money, no job to come all his eggs inside of you. Like nobody said that shit.
He's a dumb nigga. That nigga could have all the fucking money in the world and no insurance, and guess what? Your ass still sit up in fucking Planned Parenthood.
But here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the
and
thing.
still
Guess
sit
what?
up and fucking
Guess what?
carry her.
I went to school
Get the
and
fuck out of here, bro.
there was this program.
To women every single day. Yeah, babe. I'm single. I'm for you. We can do this. Let's have a baby. They lie through their motherfucking teeth to these women every day, and the women think.
And whose dumbass fault is that for believing this shit?
Wait, no. It's her fault. Have you? Wait, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Have you lost your mind?
Do you have a daughter?
Yes, I have a daughter. She ain't gonna be that motherfucking stupid. I tell you that.
Well, game. I done ran through some hoes. I done ran through niggas out there every damn day are lying to some female to get the pussy. Okay? He's telling her everything he needs to say. He done went and rented some damn nice apartment uptown.
Real.
That's nowhere near his house. He done rented it. It's nowhere near his house. She comes there when he wants to fuck. She thinks he's single. She thinks he doesn't have a family. He's telling some baby, you know I love you and I will do anything for you and I got you. Let's have a family. He tells her every lie.
So we got paid for the stupidity of fucking some of these girls.
So you saying every female who gets pregnant is stupid and is stupid?
No, what I'm saying is, it's like, come on. This is what I find unfair. It's like, there's a drug-free program to keep kids off drugs. There should be a sex-free program to keep you from fucking sexing underage and shit like that. Here's the thing. This is what how my method is. Don't have sex. It's either going to kill you or going to give you babies. At the end of the day.
Let me ask you a question. Smooth.
Yes.
When did you lose your virginity?
When did I lose my virginity? I'm a nigga. I lost my shit at a younger age, but it wasn't my fault. It was the dumb person whoever I lost my virginity to fuck. They didn't have to let me fuck.
You
are such a nigga, man.
No, it's the truth. Here's the thing. We're saying that, we gotta be mindful of stupidity. Why should I be mindful of stupidity?
You don't know who you lost your virginity to? You don't know who you lost
I know who I lost my virginity to.
Oh, okay, because I was saying, you said whomever, like you ain't know.
No, I'm just saying, they didn't have to. They did not have to give me that right.
You stuck your dick in her pussy, though.
I bet that shit had a condom on. Shit was protected. I didn't have a baby the first time around.
Using condom. How many STDs can you get while wearing a condom?
But guess what? Guess what? I had some good luck on my motherfucking side because I went this whole fucking way without getting myself into some contemplating shit.
That's why. Them niggas thought they had luck on their side too until that bitch came and said, guess I'm pregnant.
Yeah, but why should I build a foundation to protect dumb motherfuckers for?
Okay, first of all, you could wear a condom and you could use fucking 3 types of birth control and get your fucking ovaries laser visioned, okay? It's not going to stop a baby if that's what the fuck is going to happen.
There is a natural. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, Cakeface, and this might give me a lot of dislikes. I'm gonna tell you this. There is a natural birth control going on, and a lot of these niggas turn themselves into women. They can't get pregnant. So as long as they continue to fool niggas to fuck them, there will be no fucking babies. There'll still be AIDS and herpes and shit, but there won't be no babies. I'm just saying. Just saying. My bad.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Like, you're so dumb. Like, what? Look, let me just tell you this one thing, okay? Okay. So everybody wants to blame the woman on getting pregnant, right? She could be taking every precaution, right? Y'all want to be like, oh, this nigga is this, and she knew the nigga was that. A lot of the times women don't know. We don't know. And a lot of times women do know, right? And trust and believe. Just as vocal as I am about niggas not being shit and purposely misleading and misinforming people in order to put them in a position, there are niggas out there to this day that's like, I'm gonna knock up every chick I fuck and I don't care.
Because men are naturally horny human beings. Here's the thing. But guess what? You know what one thing I learned? You know what one thing that I learned that never failed me? Right now? Pussy is power. It has always been. You have the power to turn a nigga down. You have a power,
No,
nigga.
I
Spend
do.
some money. You have the power
Yeah.
to make a nigga get a job if you want to spend
Let
some
me
money on that pussy ass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No,
Here's
let me
the
tell you
thing.
my food right now.
I'm not.
Okay? I
I'm
don't
not.
give a fuck.
I'm not guaranteed to get pussy tonight. You know what I mean? I'm
Hell
not.
no.
You know what I
Let me
mean?
explain something, right? You're not guaranteed to get it tonight, but when you do get it, you're not going to turn it down. And that's the
No.
thing. Right, no. But this is what I'm saying. You can take every preventative measure there is in the book and still the chick will end up pregnant. But what you cannot do,
That's
okay? No, listen. But what you cannot do is tell this woman who is about to carry another life form inside of her body, okay? Then lay up on a table, right? And push that life form out and then be committed to caring and providing for this life form for the rest of her natural born life, what she can and cannot do with her body. Because A, you're not going to carry that child. B, there may be complications, and guess what? Your ass ain't going to go through them. Okay? And C, having a child is a commitment. There are women out here right now that have conditions as to where it's difficult for them to get pregnant, yes, but once they get pregnant, you are pretty much guaranteed a very difficult pregnancy.
ain't
That
shit but
in the
stretch
end
marks.
will have, no, listen, that will have somebody answering the question: do you want to save the life of your wife or whomever, or save the life of your child?
Hold on.
And
You're saying that as if you have a baby, it's a 50% chance of you dying or the baby living. That's not how it works.
I have my own situation as to where if I do get pregnant, I'm pretty much guaranteed complications. If that is if I can even carry the child to term, okay? And then to birth the child, right? You have either everything's gonna go fine the way it should, or I'm either gonna die or my child is either gonna die if they can't get us through a fucking C-section. So
right.
why the fuck, right? And guess what? I take precautions. People take precautions, right? They're not 100%, right? So that's when you sit down and you have a discussion with the person that you're about to have this child with. Hey, are you willing to make that call in the fucking delivery room to either save my life or save this child's life? And if you're not man enough to make that call and be able to fucking make it, then we need to stop this right now. If you know that there's a high chance that whatever child that you're going to have is going to come into this world with disabilities and not be able to provide for themselves, if you don't have the funds to take care of a child like that, you need to shut it down.
Okay.
Because guess what?
No,
You're going to make yourself miserable. You're going to feel like shit because you cannot provide for this disabled child. And you're going to bring somebody into this world that cannot provide for themselves. So for anybody to sit there and say you don't have the right to abort your child, fuck you, and go sit on a dick infested with termites.
Damn.
Okay? Because
All right.
you don't know.
All right, let's do this before we close out. I understand what you're saying, Cake. You know what I mean? I really understand. I get it. I'm not against. I love women. I love the idea of having the freedom to have a baby and not have a freedom. But the only reason why we're talking about this point is because we ignored the fact that you had the option or the opportunity to turn down the dick. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny or shit like that. It's like at the end of the day, I can decide if I want to have sex or not. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
There's people that are married.
You're not guaranteed. Like you don't have to have. Like you don't have to fuck. It is what it is. You could turn pussy as power. You don't have to fuck.
We're brainwashed to think it's just low income people that are having.
No, I'm saying to general all people. You don't have to fuck. Everybody who have kids or do not have kids. If you are a virgin, if you're not a virgin, if you don't want to fuck, you don't have to. Don't do it. There's a lot of risk involved. My thing was, I understand. Yes, niggas shouldn't be making babies or going around fucking girls if they don't have the means to handle what's next. But women shouldn't be able to open their legs and be like, all right, come inside me and then we'll figure out this shit later. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like, have responsibility. And the thing is, I don't think that, it should be, the government has to pay for us to get an abortion because we fucked up. No, I think it should
But
be.
guess what?
Let
These
that
women
be.
still pay for their abortions. They're coming out of pocket for hundreds of dollars to pay for these abortions. The abortions are not free. So I don't know where anybody gets off thinking that.
Man.
These abortions are not free.
Well, these abortions shouldn't be taking place if people were saying.
Who are you to say it? Are you carrying a child?
Can I say one thing though?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
Also, when that baby comes, let's be real. All the responsibility is basically put on the man. The man is expected to have the job. The man is expected to do this and that. If he says, fuck it, I don't want to be a parent, the woman has the right to say, nigga, you having this baby. He can't say, well, give it up for adoption. She can give it up for adoption if she wants to. Women have all these options to get out of parenthood. Men don't. Men don't have shit.
If people act like it's hard to put men on child support and shit, you know, these niggas got your job, your social security number. They tell you, what's his name again?
Exactly.
Oh, then you can get this shit. You know how bad fucked up like the help is. You can't get fucking food stamps if your man's around. Think about that shit. If your man's in your life, you can't get food stamps. Think about that shit. The system is made for people not to have a two-family income, dog.
Look, listen, Vaughn.
Man, I can't help y'all ain't got to carry it. Y'all, it's a lot of shit that comes to having a child, man.
We don't got to carry it, but we got to do everything else that comes after.
Gutting, who said that shit about not having child support?
Me, I said that.
You said that? Yo, for somebody who was raised by a single mother, I wish my mother did put my father on child support.
But it doesn't fix anything.
They sit there and act like that child support doesn't fix
anything.
That child support,
it would have fixed life.
If he's not gonna pay,
I'm gonna tell y'all, like, my father works for the guy that owns all of the Dollar Generals and all of the Family Dollars, like the head honcho man. My dad had all the money in the world. You want to know why my mom never asked him for child support? Because he didn't do it on his own. She didn't feel like she wanted to go to the government to have to make him do anything. So she said, if you don't want to do it, I'm not going to make you do it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it without you. So I lived without my father for the longest. I think I hadn't seen my father, I think I was 12 years old. And I didn't see my father again until I graduated high school.
No, I get that, but
I wish he would have had to pay child support. I wish he would have came and seen me. I wish I would have had a father in my life. I wish my mom would have did all those things to make him have to at least contribute so my mom wouldn't have to work 2 and 3 jobs. But she felt in her heart that she didn't want to make him do anything if he didn't want to do it because he loved me, instead of doing it because the government told him to do it. I wish she would have did it.
I get that, but even if he doesn't want to pay, it's not going to fix it. It's just going to put him in jail anyway.
And it's a difference between a man not trying and a man that's trying. I feel like a man that is at least trying shouldn't have to do that.
Usually, the man that tries is the man that can't pay.
Anything isn't trying, who doesn't want to participate and help and help raise the child when it comes to buying clothes, buying this or buying that, or helping. Damn right, child support that ass.
You know what I would say though? Y'all talk about women laying down here and having these kids or whatever. Y'all shouldn't stick your dick in nobody's vagina hole if you don't want to support the child. You know what the possible consequences are when you stick your dick inside of her vagina hole and shoot that club up.
That same can be said for both. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave the mess. I'm gonna leave it out here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say no. You right, Cake. You right. We shouldn't be, but men are dogs. Men are the equivalent to dogs. Nigga, fuck anything that has a hole, right? Here's the thing.
No. Not that double standard, nigga.
It's not an excuse. I'm not making an excuse. I am not making an excuse. I'm trying to be fair.
To stick your dick in somebody and shoot the club up, then you're grown enough to take care of the child that may come from it. Don't fuck somebody. Don't shoot the club up if you're not willing to deal with the consequences.
But I'm gonna say this. When I knew for myself I didn't want a kid, I wasn't fucking. I was getting blowjobs, but I wasn't fucking. So I'm just being serious. Like I wasn't fucking. I wasn't sitting there fucking everybody on the planet knowing I didn't want a kid. You know what I mean? So the thing is, I'm not gonna say
Some
who's to
guys like
blame.
that. Some guys would rather get head, and then his main chick, that's who he's smashing. The other chicks, he ain't fucking with them. He'll get head from them, but that's it. It's some dudes like that.
It's so true.
I mean, it's some niggas like that. Some niggas is like, hell no, I'm not fucking you. I'll get head from you though.
Yeah.
Because they know shit travels. I mean, I have a brother.
Yeah,
I'm the only girl in the family, and I have seen all the tricks. My brother done ran all game possible, so I be knowing.
There's one thing I've always agreed with. I feel like if someone was I felt like if somebody was raped, they shouldn't have to bring a baby into the world like that.
I agree with that.
I've always said that would never change in my mind. Say if I feel like if somebody was raped, you shouldn't have to bring a baby into this world like that. But if you're just casually fucking, it's not the problem of anybody. It's not the problem of the government. It's not the problem of anything. Like, you know what I mean? If you're casually fucking and you just have a mishap, that's your problem. You know what I mean? You should have been careful. But if anybody who's been raped and it was like, you know, shit happens and you got pregnant, you shouldn't have to bring a baby in the world like that. I wouldn't want to bring a baby into this world like that. I definitely understand. But yeah, and I understand rape is different. You know, I don't condone, like I said, and I don't think everybody should have a baby who gets pregnant, but I feel like there's all this shit around that we promote and that we support. We give everybody this encouragement of why you should kill a baby instead of coming up with ways of preventing the situation from happening. And I think that's fucked up. And just to throw everything, they're gonna defund this and defund that. Yeah, I understand because it's been a helping hand, but you actually gotta ask yourself, looking at the stats, looking at how many teen pregnancies we have, how many abortions we have, how many single moms we have. Is that the answer? So I mean, sure, it helps you out on cost, but did it really help anything?
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Do you think defunding Planned Parenthood and stopping sexual wellness classes in school, do you believe that's going to stop teen pregnancy?
It won't stop it, but it'll eventually niggas will have to be like, all right, there's nothing I can do once I bust this nut. So somebody gonna have to start thinking, unless niggas is that fucking stupid. I mean, you only can be stupid for so long.
Do you really think that's gonna?
I think it should be. It should be allowed. Like, you should have to be a certain age, and you should have to take a test before you have a kid. For both sides.
A test.
I believe in you hit a certain age. I mean, we all have responsibility. You know what I mean? We have to be able to. We can't be able to be like, all right, you know, I ain't got shit, so I'm gonna blame this person. Like, you know what I mean? This is why I don't fall in line with a lot of this bullshit. Like, I ain't got a job, white supremacy. I'm a single mom. Fuck it, I need Planned Parenthood. Nah, I just think we all have responsibility to do the shit we need to do to advance, to get ahead. And if you telling me, you want to fuck freely, as long as we have Planned Parenthood, you're gonna fuck freely, and that's just unfair. You know what I mean? Is at the end of the day,
there's a lot of people that aren't fucking freely just because of Planned Parenthood. I will say this, okay? I'm more pro-life than I am pro-choice. But at the end of the day, you can't tell the person that has to carry that child, right? And that very well may be left to care for that child by themselves.
No, cake.
Cannot do with their body. Nobody is telling you what you can and cannot do with your body. They're not saying, hey, Smooth, you must go and get circumcised. They're not saying that. They're not saying, hey, Smooth, you got to go get somebody to dig up your ass every year.
Yeah.
They're not saying that. They're not making these things mandatory.
But
right?
The thing is...
But what? There's no
I understand. There is a but. I understand. I agree with it. You shouldn't be told when you should be able to have a baby. But the thing is, my problem is, I don't expect you to have a baby and then look at the government to pay for your mistakes. That's the problem I have. It's like, no, we shouldn't be able to tell you, you can't kill that baby, but you shouldn't be able to look at the government and be like, you should pay for my fucking charges for having this baby alone. That's where it becomes fucked up. There needs to be some sort of medium that we're unable to meet at. That people aren't unable to meet at.
Okay, and I feel like this. There's two sides to everything, right? Because there's two people that create a child, right? I feel like if you're one of those women, and every time you get pregnant, you're up in an abortion clinic trying to get an abortion. First and foremost, okay, you need a psyche valve, bitch. You need to calm the fuck down, okay? You need an ice pop and a long nap because you about to have this baby here. You done been here 3, 5, 17 times. We're done. We're done here, okay?
17 times, she's a serial killer.
Right. So I feel like after a certain point, somebody needs to step in and be like, look, you need to calm down. You're doing the most, right? On the flip side of that, if you have a man that has kid A through H over here, he's not taking care of a damn one, okay? Something needs to be done for him too. There's people out here that have 30 baby mamas and 85 kids, and they're not in any of their lives, and that shit is ridiculous, and it shouldn't be okay.
Shit, he probably don't remember who is his kid. If you got 30 kids, he probably don't remember who the fuck is his kid.
Sex shouldn't feel that good.
I hate y'all so much.
You know what I mean?
But I feel like, everything. But I don't feel like we have to say you must be forced against your will and have your will taken from you forcibly. Well, all rape is forcibly. But have your will taken from you in order for you to have a decision on a pregnancy. Mm-hmm. Do you guys understand how many changes a woman's body goes through?
Yeah, stress, man. They get big, they get small, and they get big again. I understand.
You know what I mean? That's not the only changes, though. That's not women's bodies change physically and mentally. There's a whole mentality change. There's women that go through postpartum disorder. There's women that go through what is it called? It's some type of depression during the pregnancy. There's women that kill themselves during pregnancy because of the mental changes that they go through, and there's nothing that
more of the reason not to have sex, especially with a stranger.
No, guess what? There's pregnant. There's married women that go through this. There's women that are in committed relationships that have planned for a child that go through this.
Do you understand? If y'all want to get rid of this situation, all you gotta do is do one thing: swallow.
Shut up, Vaughn. But I'm just saying, there's so many different changes that women's bodies go through, not just physically, but mentally as well. And if we go in and say, guess what? You were put in whatever situation or had whatever situation, whatever the case may be. Now, you no longer have the choice to get rid of this baby. It doesn't matter that you are 18 years old. You don't have anywhere to live. You don't have any money. You don't have any health care. You are going to bring it out to the world.
Whoa. If the state is going to be paying for your child, they should be able to tell you what the fuck to do with your child. You say you don't have to have no job? You got to have something? If I'm going to be paying for your child, I should be able to tell you what
I'm saying. There's people right now, right? Like I said, 18. This is a child. And if you truly think about it, at 18, you're still a child. Okay? This is something they don't have a job. They can't provide for themselves in any shape, form, or fashion, right? So you're gonna tell this 18-year-old who's 20, 25-year-old boyfriend that's like, girl, I love you, I got you, I'm gonna take care of you and the baby, and then fucking disappears. It happens, Smooth. Fix your face. It happens.
She gotta be smart. She gotta be smart. She gotta be smart. She gotta be smart.
No, she's not smart, Vaughn. It's just saying these are the predicaments that people find themselves in, no matter how many different precautions that they take. For the most part, you can pick people for face value and the things that they present to you along the way. Now, this person showed you and proved to you that they were a good person, that they were going to be there for you, and that they had your best interest, at hand. They showed all these things to you. They didn't give you any reason to assume that they weren't shit. And then all of a sudden you're pregnant and you looking at about the next 9 months carrying a child. Then you get to the end of your 9 months and they're like, guess what? I got a wife. I already have kids and I can't do shit for you.
I understand it's fucked up, but know who you're dealing with. Plain simple, know who you're dealing with.
That's what I just said. A lot of the times people don't show you their true colors. They show you what they want you to see. And if there's nothing that you can go find out there, to take what they've shown you
Well,
and
make that nigga jump through hoops. Make that nigga marry you. Make that nigga marry you. Make that nigga do everything before you fucking have a child. Okay, make that nigga marry you. Make that nigga. They don't do none of that shit. They be like, oh, he work at McDonald's. I want to have his baby.
Through protections, you can still get pregnant through protections. I have friends that are baby.
Nah, I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this dude, Aaron Fields, 85, said, before I bust and pull out and sign my name and cursive on that booty. Wow. Dog, I need to go to bed. Yo.
Yo, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny.
Things happen, okay? Literally, things happen. You never know what's going to happen. And to tell somebody that they are required to go through a pregnancy that they are either A, not physically ready for, B, not mentally ready for, or C, financially not ready for, is ridiculous. There's nobody telling a man what he must do with his body. Yep. So don't tell a woman. That is masochism at its motherfucking finest.
I feel like if you ready to fuck, you ready for all that responsibility. So if you ain't ready to fuck, don't. If you ready to fuck, you ready to have a baby. You ready to. Hopefully you got a job.
But you created this child too.
That's true.
You have responsibility too.
That's true. I'm not saying that it's okay for the man to be out, but I'm just saying if you're fucking, you obviously are ready. You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of the excuse. Oh, I'm too young, or I'm not ready. I'm not incapable of having a baby. If you weren't incapable of having a baby, that means you weren't incapable of fucking. So stop fucking.
But you know that's not gonna happen.
Huh?
You know that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. But I'm not a genius. I mean, I don't get paid millions to keep people from fucking. You know what I mean? I'm just a fucking regular nigga on the internet trying to speak my mind. But
hey, Smooth, there's a lot of niggas that don't get paid to do that shit.
Yeah,
they do it anyway.
I'm sorry, but it's beyond midnight, and we all need to get to some sleep. And Cake, I want to let you get your last words in on this subject before we get night. So say what you guys say, and we can address the people.
I don't have any last words. I have a video coming out tomorrow, though. I know you guys are excited. Yeah. Yes. Finally. What? Yes. Okay, I'm done. I'll never do that again. But I know some of y'all are gonna be mad at me because the vlog coming out tomorrow will be at the Women's March. Yes, it will be because there's a sister march here, and I'm going, and I will be recording and whatnot and talking. You just don't have to be mad about that. Yeah, that's it.
Bottom line is, do more blowjobs, swallow more, less kids.
Oh my god. Yo, Crunk Girl, thank you for stopping in and giving your 2 cents. I know we got, like I said, opposite differences and shit. We live in the same world, but we got different views. But if you got anything to say, please feel free to share them with everybody who's watching now. Appreciate it.
What's going on, everybody? I know I went mute, but they was having their conversation. I wanted to listen. I ain't want to butt in. But yeah, man, thanks for having me. You know, I saw you was talking about Trump episode. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get in on this. Cause he see I be going in on Twitter. Now, but thanks for having me. Shout out to all the people. We had a little lively chat going on today. They was in there going in with us. But shouts out to everybody that's in the chat. Shouts out to everybody on the panel. Thanks for having me. Had a great conversation. Make sure y'all check out website sheattack.com. Also make sure y'all check out what's up PlayStation.com and holler at me on Twitter at FrontGirl 711.
She don't follow me though, so don't follow her. You just follow me.
You hit me up and I'll follow you, bruh.
I gotta hit you.
Hit me up and I'll follow you. I follow everybody. I can't say I don't. I follow everybody. Even if we don't have the same views, I'll follow you. We can go at it on Twitter. KidSmoove all the time.
Yeah.
Catching them all the time.
I'm sorry about my energy and my attitude level. If it was too low or too high, blame it on it. I was voted to drink on the show, so I drank on the show. I've been honest. I'm thankful for everybody who tuned in for episode 13. Make sure you tune in next Friday for episode 14. If you're a fan of the Apples and Oranges show, the A&O channel, we got a bunch of content. We got something for everybody. Make sure you just hit that subscribe button, that notification button to get every new video that we drop. I got some Dr. Dre, Tupac related shit coming. Probably I won't do it tonight. I'll do that shit tomorrow or something like that. Let's go Patriots! If you're a New England fan, stand up, Patriots! We in the house.
I actually hope y'all do win because my brother is still a fan with his bitch ass. My brother is still a fan. I can't stand still. So I want y'all to go up against Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah. Tom Brady to prove that he's better than fucking Aaron Rodgers. But I do want us to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Dutch BLD, you the shit, man. Even though you say some funny shit. Aaron Fields 85. I don't know if I've seen you before, but you had some cool shit to say in the chat. Denise, thank you for being participative. Wish we could have had you in the show. You know who you are. You're special to me. And we're going Derek, Mari, Swisher, Price. Everybody, shout out to Swag to the Max, aka 6 Mile Red Rum. He got himself a job that's allowed him to work doing these fucking podcasts. This matter of fact, it's not a podcast, it's a show. Episode 13, Trump edition. Thank you guys for tuning in. KidSmoove, Apples and Oranges, has been a blessing. Hopefully, you guys can join us, and when we hit like 1K subscribers, when we hit 10K subscribers, I want you guys there to say day one. Let your friends know, let your mama know, let your baby mama know, let your MILF mama know about us. Apples and Oranges, we in here. Thank you guys for joining us. It's been a good night. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, because if I don't earn another 4 or 5 to 500 subscribers after the night, I'm going to be disappointed. But much love, and we'll see you guys next week if you only tune in for the show. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the daily, because I drop content on this channel on the daily. It's been a blessing. Shout out to Cake Face for giving me your opinion, even though I disagree. Vonshell, thank you for sticking through, even though I drank way past my fucking alcohol limit. And you guys. Oh yeah, Mark Sue, I am getting shit tonight. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. All right. So, but thank you guys for guys. It's been a blessing. You guys are awesome. Please hit that subscribe button and rock with your boy. We're gonna have some great times. And if you want to be a part of the show, this is an open show. This is not any exclusive. You have to be any type of special to be on here. Follow me on Twitter. You see this Twitter handle on the bottom, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have Skype, I'll just invite you to the call if you want to be a part of it. It'd be awesome to have new people a part of the show. That's the only way we're gonna grow. KidSmoove, Apples and Oranges. We out of here. And fuck you, Dutch. I will have another drink on your behalf. Next time I'll be drinking Ciroc. Biatch. All right. Donald Trump's the president. Deal with it, motherfuckers. Stop throwing bricks at cars and shit, destroying your own property. It ain't worth it, motherfucker, unless you're going to do it for the next 4 motherfucking years. If you ain't happy with your president, run for president in 2020, and I'll see you there, and I might vote for your unintelligent ass.
Nigga, let's go.
Peace.
Oh, wait.
I'm out of here, dog.
Girl, bye.
I'm go, yo, you wildin'.
Nigga, wow, man.